Guys, I think it's time to go ahead and start playing some Minecraft. Whoo, hey guys, it's Kimmy saying I'm back for another awesome day, and we're going to go ahead and hop on the server. I just finally got in, got logged on, and checking everything out, and I'm super excited to be playing some Minecraft today. Hopefully we'll see some different friends pop on here and off. Let's hear who's sitting around on the server. Looks like 8-Bit Kid is AFKing on the server. Well, good for her. I hope she's getting what she's looking for. But I'm back, hey, and everything's great. It's a nice Sunday afternoon, and I'm happy, and I cannot wait to do some playtime today. Okay, now, let me know if the music's too loud or something. I don't know. I went ahead and changed the set for today, so I want to make sure the levels are okay. I think it looks okay. I think I definitely am speaking over it, but there we go. So for everybody's doing well today, I'm doing fantastic. And yeah, you know, got my new trading, or should I say, I got my new villager, my new iron farm working, and I think I finally got all the spots on the roof so that it's not breaking anymore. Yep. And you know what? I should go ahead and grab myself some. Yeah, I need some rockets. Oh yeah, heck rockets. Yes, there's some rockets right there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And you know what? We should go ahead and, do I got the right? Yes, I do. Every once in a while I have the wrong pickaxe there, and I was like, oh no, don't want to do that. Okay, let's go down, no, let's go up this way. Let's use these other stairs that we just built in yesterday. So if you guys missed Friday's stream, you missed this really great little walkway and addition of walking paths here in the area. So I'm thinking, I like it. I really do like it. I like the way that turned out. I think it turned out pretty cool. Now, let's see. What do we need to do? Let's go ahead and check over here. Let's make sure we are doing good in here. I think we're still waiting for more of these to fill up. Good. Still waiting for more of these to fill up. Yes, we did use all of that the other day. Good. Okay, nice. Nice. Let's just go ahead and make some... bales of dried kelp, right? Gotta make the fuel, right? Gotta make the fuel that keeps the world working. Okay, let's go ahead and put all that back in. See, we got over two new stacks right there. Oh yeah, so this is turning out fine. I just got it. It's just one of those projects you got to be on it. You can make it a little bit bigger, and you can have it self-automating to make sure it has enough kelp to do that. I just didn't want to go through all that effort, so I think that's working fine. Okay, let's go ahead and jump in here. What the heck? Okay, that is not normal. So I think somebody's stealing my doors. Okay, I'm just going to let that be said. Somebody is stealing my doors on the server, because I don't think zombies would have broken that one down. That doesn't make any sense to me. You know, that doesn't make any sense to me at all. Okay, I only have one door. Okay, let's see here. I think I have some wood over here. No wood over there. Do I have any wood in here? No. Oh, man. Okay, let's see here. All I need is some warped. There we go. There's some warped planks right there. Let's go ahead and make some doors. I really hope the door stealing thing doesn't become a thing. I really don't like not having my doors. Let's go ahead and put two of these back up in here. I mean, I do have zombies pounding on them all the time, so that could have happened as well. Yeah, but yeah, don't want my doors disappearing. Definitely don't want my doors disappearing. I mean, luckily enough, I have another set of doors over here as well, but I mean, that just seems kind of silly. Okay, doors are back up. Okay, let's go ahead and grab some melons, and let's go ahead and do some trades first off. That way we can go ahead and get some more emeralds. Sorry, this is just part of the maintenance. I always do it during streams, so because I don't forget about it and everything. Happy birthday, Gamer Trash! What's huge? It's okay, you know. I'm having a good time now. Oh, you know what? Let's get some watermelons while we're at it. There we go. I'm sorry, some watermelons. Some pumpkins. Let's get some pumpkins for trade while we're down here. Nice. So that turned out okay. Well, I'm very happy you stopped in to check out the stream today. We're doing some quick maintenance here first before we get all crazy on today's project. I haven't decided what the project is right now yet. Actually, I kind of do know what the project is. I was challenged a couple streams ago by Mr. Orange for a new project, and I know what I want. I know where I want to do it. I'm just kind of trying to think of, we're going to do some laying out work today is what we're going to do. Yep. We're going to do some laying out work today, but we'll get to that later. Let's go ahead and feed these guys. Okay, boom, there's our guy right there. Yes, sirree, I do want your pumpkin. I want your emeralds. For both, yes. That was a good trade. Let's go. Yep, very, very good. Okay, we got this guy here now. Let's go ahead and take care of him. Let's see here, yes. Let's go ahead and get those out of there. So hopefully everybody's having a great Sunday afternoon. My Sunday afternoon's been pretty good. On Wiz, did you beat Polaris, and how big is your farm? Well, on Wiz, I'm still going through Polaris, but I got to the Arcanum yesterday, so I was pretty happy about that. I'd never been to the Arcanum before, so I thought that was a lot of fun. That was a big treat, so that was pretty cool. Now, how big is my farm? Well, it kind of depends on which farm you happen to be talking about. This right here is kind of like my corporate headquarters. So right down there is my pumpkin farm, my melon farm, then right up there is my pumpkin farm. Right above that, right above those two farms, I have a sugarcane farm and a cactus farm. Then right above that on the top level is my wheat farm. Pretty big wheat farm, you know. Then my iron farm is over here, and my iron farm, I actually have 3 mini farms. I have a carrot farm, I have my wheat farm, and over there across from the wheat guy is my potato guy. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and trade some potatoes. Yeah. And so it's kind of, and so in essence, it's an iron farm, but it's also kind of like a, I guess it's also like a potato farm, bread farm, / let's go ahead and talk to this guy here. There we go. And it also gives me emeralds. I guess you can call it an emerald farm since I'm always working emeralds out of it. There we go. Let's get the rest of those. Oh, here, let me adjust my headphones here. There we go, that's better. So yeah, it's not super huge, but it's really great for me, and plus I can trade tons of things out of it as well. So don't need these extra potatoes. We'll put them back here in the chest. I always have more potatoes than I know what to do with nowadays. And then let's go ahead and trade for some carrots. I got some carrots over here. Whoops. There we go. Let's grab some carrots. And let's get some more emeralds out of this guy right here. And see right there, that's where the iron golems form, and they get burned alive, and that's where I get my iron from, which works pretty good, you know. It's what's great about ever since they came out with the new iron farm mechanics in 1.14, you don't have to have a crazy farm to get to take advantage of iron anymore. I mean, this is great. This little 4 thing, and this was designed by a guy named Avomancer and another guy, and they came, and I love this little iron farm because it also doubles as a potato farm and a carrot farm and a bread farm with a little bit of wheat. Like I get a little bit of wheat and some bread here. Let's go ahead and get rid of the seeds. We don't need to leave the seeds in here. But I got plenty of bread, so if anybody ever needs bread, I can give them the hookup. Let's go ahead. Let's do that, and I think we're good. We have traded everything out of there we need. So let's go ahead and let's head back to the main house, which will be right over here by my greenhouse. And we're going to go ahead and put these seeds to use. We'll let them turn into some bone meal. There we go. Let's just get rid of all these guys. There we go. That'll turn into bone meal. And then let's go ahead and package these emeralds up and store them for later. There we go. Awesome. Okay. So, if only they had sandwiches in Minecraft. Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome? I could take that bread out. We could make ourselves all sorts of sandwiches. We could do like a roast pork sandwich. We could do a roast beef sandwich. We could do a chicken sandwich, chicken breast sandwich. Oh yeah, we could do a variety of things. Well, if you haven't seen my build area right now, this is my build area that I started the server back a few months ago. And so we got our main house here. That's a farm building for us. This is our portal building right in here. So we have our portal up to the nether there. Up this is my super smelter. I wanted to make it really look kind of fun. So basically I got 64 64 smelters that will go off at the same time, which is kind of cool. Over here is my big trade hall that I've been working on, and my docks. Yeah, so I've got my docks over here, and so I've got my crane to get stuff off of the incoming ships, which I enjoy, and I've got some ships coming in. I've also got a dock for airships as they come in there to the big trade hall. That's my trade hall. And the trade hall is actually built as part of the mountain. Got my big globe sculpture, you know, to kind of show everybody this is the trade zone. You know, so I've got ins and outs of the trade hall with offices and stuff in there, which is pretty cool. Over here, if you saw the big structure over here, this is my tree farm in the big valley. So we got this big valley in which I'm building a whole bunch of stuff. So the first big thing in here that I built was my automatic tree farm. So this can do almost every type of wood except for dark oak. So I still got to do dark oak. And then over here, where it's a little bit darker, I have my stem farm, so I can get all the different types of wood, which I love. Let's go and sleep, get away everything. So that's a really quick little tour of my area, aside from all the paths that I did. You know, we've been, you know, kind of my theme is I want to build like a big mountain city / fortress area, you know. So for instance, I have linked everything with roads so far. Like this road right here, this goes all the way back to the main area, so we can follow this through the mountain here, which is kind of cool, you know. And then between the mountains, we do have some of these little valley areas, so I got these bridges made up. I'm actually thinking about putting a dam up, like maybe there or something, like putting a big dam and then filling that all in. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it, to make a big dam? And then this tunnel takes me back to our main area over here. And probably one of the big parts I still have yet to build, because and we're going to do some design work on it today. That's going to be one of the big projects today, is if we go down this pathway takes us to where the main fortress is going to be, the main mountain fortress. And I've got some great ideas for it. I think I finally started settling on some ideas I like. And for instance, like this takes us across this bridge. So we got this really great bridge that goes over the entrance into these small valley areas. And then this takes us into the big mountain, which is going to be a big fortress. So I'm going to do a lot. We're going to do a lot of building. We're going to do some planning on this fortress today. And then it has another bridge with another little small valley in here that takes us over here to the valley where we're going to have a lot of other things like the big tree farm and the other things I already showed you. So there's a quick rundown on some of my areas. This doesn't include some of the farms I've made out. Like I have an ink farm that's over in the desert. I have a what else do I have? Have I built oh yeah, I built a double blaze spawner farm. Obviously in the nether we've got fortresses and all sorts of things in there. Oh yeah, I got my gold farm in the nether, which is also my main experience farm. So yeah, we've got a ton of awesome things built. So I'm pretty excited. It's been a very good season so far. I've got several active players on the server who are building. Like one of my friends, Yost, he's got himself a big Lord of the Rings cavern thing he's building up, which is pretty awesome. It's yeah, I mean, you know, I'll tell you what, he's just been working his butt off on there. It looks awesome. Let's see here. Kimberly Smash, you know, she plays, and she has been making a Oriental themed building. She hasn't been on for a while. She's been taking a break. 8-Bit Kid, who is probably one of my best builders on the server. She has been making herself an airport and let's see here. Oh yeah, a big nuclear what do you call that? Nuclear gosh, English is hard right now. Jeez. We're going to say generator. Yeah, power plant, nuclear power plant. So she's been working on that. There she is. Oh, 8-Bit Kid must be on the stream. Yep, helping me out where my life is sucks. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab netherrack. I think netherrack will be a great thing for us to go ahead and do some planning with. Because what we're going to do is we're doing some laying out today. So what do I want to do today? Well, one of the projects that I have been putting off because I haven't quite figured out exactly what I want to do yet has been the big fortress. Okay, and I haven't started building on that besides making a hole into the mountain, because I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted this thing to turn out. So if we take a look, here's the mountain right here. Okay, so here's the semi-mountain that we're going to use for this fortress. Now it's kind of odd because it comes all the way over here. Okay, but I think that's okay. I'm not really so worried about that. So it's kind of extensive. I was actually thinking this would be a really great area to maybe create a what do you call that? Oh yeah, to create a dam and hydroelectric power and something like that. Maybe put a dam right here and then fill this all the way in, all the way over here, and then maybe have like an earthen dam here at the end. I think that'd be really, really cool. So we make this great man-made lake all the way over there, and that would be a kind of a neat bookend to the big valley that I have here, which is part of my base. And then we've got the big fortress here at the end, which will get power generated from that hydroelectric dam, which sounds pretty cool, I think, you know. Now, my problem is that this is the mountain that I'm in right now, okay? Now, part of the problem is, what do I do with this thing right here that's in front? You know, do we turn that into some sort of barracks? Do we build our mountain keep to the point where it encompasses part of that? Do we tear it all down for the stone and stuff that it is, and then just let the ocean water come into it as well, and then do that? See, I mean, I've got so many questions, you know, and I haven't quite figured out exactly how I want to do that. I do know that I want my mountain fortress to be built coming outside of the mountain. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to start planning stuff. So one of the build things that was thrown at me during stream a few weeks back is to make a big blue dome. And I was thinking, how would I incorporate a big blue dome? And then I started thinking about, wouldn't it be great if my mountain fortress, okay, because we don't want to be so medieval. We want to think a little bit more steampunk. And steampunk had really big glass enclosures, or at least some of the steampunk imagined stuff that I've thought about had really big glass enclosures in which they, you know, could have arboretums and stuff like that, because that was a very steampunk thing, as well as you could have like a telescope in one for a watch party, so you could watch the stars and everything. So I'm thinking, well, that's kind of what I want to do right here, is we're going to actually make this mountain fortress, but use a series of domes, if that makes sense. Okay, and well, it's going to have to make sense, because that's how we're going to work. Okay, and I'm pretty excited about it, because I think there's huge potential in what we can do with it, you know, and we can still make it part of the mountain. We can still make it very much so. So where do we want to put our first dome? I think that's where we're going to work at. Now, if we take a look at what I've already done, so for instance, we've got this one entrance right here. So we've got this one bridge that comes straight into the mountain this way. And so when you go all the way across, it kind of takes us out right here. Now, we could make this our big center area, and I think it does deserve a dome. So for instance, you know, and this is where it's going to get funny. It's like, okay, where is the center of this dome going to be? You know, and I'm saying we're going to start right here, okay? And let's count blocks. So this is like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if we did this, we could have 2 corners of the dome like right here. And this would stand right above that, which I think is really cool, okay? So let's count it again. I forgot what I was. So between them we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that would be 11, okay? So if we go 11, so if we go 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the center right there of that dome. Yeah, so I'm sorry, I'm doing math. I know, it's a Sunday afternoon. We shouldn't have to do math on our free time on a Sunday afternoon, but we're going to go for it. So then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then boom, okay? Because that's the way it was counted. So I'm just trying to get the layout of this. Like, how big is this going to be, right? Okay? And so then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that would be our box, okay? So this is going to be the first dome area, okay? And it may not be the biggest, but it's certainly going to be the tallest. I think this is going to be the tallest one. It is on the peak of the mountain, which I think is pretty good. Or should I say right off peakish? Because here's the peak. This is the peak of this particular mountain. This is the highest point. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a dome off of it, okay? So let's see here. Let's try to get a bird's eye view of what we got going on here, okay? Okay, so we need to go ahead and count then. Okay, so if I'm right, yes, these should be about the same. Okay, so let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, let's count again to make sure. So this is 1. So we're going, how many blocks? How many blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so this is going to be a 13 by 13 dome. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and grab a quick dome tool. Okay, circle tool. That's what I'm pulling up right now. Sorry, guys. Now, I don't know if you've ever used, if you guys have ever used a circle tool. Dome, Dome circle tool. Let me go ahead. In fact, let's see here. Okay, dome. We're going to search it. Yeah, dome circle tool. Well, I don't know. Okay, there we go. So how to make circles and spears in Minecraft. Let's see here. Here, so let's first get our circle generator. So this is what I like to do, guys. This particular tool is very, very nice. What you do is, it's Donut Studios. These guys are pretty cool. They actually have a couple tools, I think, over here. But what I'll do is I'll hop onto this site. And yeah, you know, I mean, if you're a serious builder in Minecraft, tools like this are, well, serious, I guess serious. It's a game, right? Okay, if you like to build stuff and you like to try to help yourself out as much as you can, this is a great tool. And we're doing a 13 by 13, okay? So there we go. That is the pattern that we need for our circle, okay? So let me go ahead and put this where I can see it. There we go. Sorry, you don't see it happening, but I do see it happening, okay? So that is the circle we are going for. And let's go ahead and get back to our thing. Okay, so that is what we're going to be going off of. But first, let's go ahead and get ourselves prepared to actually do some layouts. By first, let's sleep so we get rid of the darkness. Very nice. There we go. Okay. Now we've got enough blocks on us. Yeah, we got plenty of netherrack on us. So I think that'll work good for us. And we're going to go ahead and use this to get that started. But first, before we run up there, let's go ahead and take something with us so that in case it gets dark again, we are set. So let's grab some wool. We'll do a green bed this time. So grab some wool. We'll go ahead and throw my torches up in here. There we go. Let's grab ourselves some wood. Fantastic. So, what have you guys been up to? Chat is wide open, so if you guys want to hop on, do some chatting with me during the stream, like Happy Birthday Gamer Trash has been. Hopefully we'll see some more of him later. I would love to talk to you guys, whether it's Minecraft or whether it's Wizard 101. Okay, if you guys want to hop on and talk, I am definitely willing. Otherwise, I'm just going to be talking about what's been going on with me and what I'm doing, and that's what we're focused on. That's what I'm focused on right now is coming up with this fortress idea. So I'm pretty stoked about where we're at right now. Okay. Now, it just occurred to me. Okay. It just occurred to me 13 by 13 may not be the right way to go. Okay. See, 13 by 13 means that we're going to have a dome within this particular square. That seems kind of small to me. Doesn't it seem kind of small to you? Okay. I think it's a little bit small for me. Okay. So let me see here. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at this. What if let's see here. What if instead of 13 by 13, I'm thinking we need to go at least 15 by 15. Because that will actually I think that will actually give us the width. See, if we went in twice. Oh yeah, I think this will actually give us the size that we're looking for. Yeah, I went a little small. Now, let me tell you, the reason why I did this, guys, is, you know, when I was laying this out, I was laying this out diagonally, and I expected to bow out like that. But I didn't actually give it the space with the 13 by 13. I was actually setting up so it would bow inward, and then we would lose that. So here's what we're going to do now. We're going to go ahead and do this as 15 by 15, so we're going to count out 7, okay? So the middle one we have here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, we count out 7, not including the center, because that's like number 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is going to be our outside block, okay? And boom. And I'm just going to go ahead and build from here. So we got to go 1, 2 on either side. 1, 2. And then when we're going to go is we're going to go in 1, 1, 2, 3. Look, that's almost at the edge right there. And then we're going to go 1, 2. And you know what? I think I like that. I think this is size. Should we go up one more bigger, guys? What do you guys think? Anybody on the chat? Should we go one bigger? If we go one bigger, we'll definitely hit that. Right now, we are not hitting that. So instead of 15, maybe, well, I want to say odd. So instead of 15, we have to go 17. Okay, so let's try this. So I just adjusted to 17. So let's see how 17 will work for us. Okay, so 17 still has, let's see here. So that'd be 7, 8, like that, okay? Okay, so let's make sure. So at 17, it would be, that would be number 17, so between it's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? And so we have 1, 2 on either side of that. 1, 2, okay? Then we go 1, 2, 3. Then we have 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay, now we got the corner that we want. Okay, and then we have to go back the other way. 1, 2, like that. Okay, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Very easy circle for this one, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Yeah, I think this is the size here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use this 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, just like that. And once you get the pattern, like these smaller circles are usually pretty easy to go with, you know. So when you're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the patterns are usually self-explanatory. 2, 3. Then we go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then let's come in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make sure I count that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And you see how it's already forming? You know, so super simple. Those tools make it really easy to do big things like this, you know, and to be able to lay it out. Awesome. Okay. Now, as far as the dome goes, we'll have to see how that goes. Very good. Okay, very nice. I like this. Okay, so what is this going to do for us? Well, first off, what this is going to do for us is this kind of gives us the area of this first dome. So we know that this is going to be the highest dome, but it's not going to be the biggest dome. This dome will be one of those domes that will have sunlight coming straight down into the center of the fortress, okay? And that's why we went ahead and picked this spot in particular, because it's right above like this entrance. So this is kind of like a big entrance area where you have this one dome that goes straight up. Now you won't be able to see much here except for what we build on the side over here. Okay, so this is more like a grand entrance area from over here in the province proper, right? That's how that's going to work. I think this is going to be sweet. I love the idea of doing domes. I haven't done like a big domed project like that before. So now, okay, so now that we've got this big one, we got to think of what other types of domes do we want to have in this fortress, okay? You know, definitely I think we should have some sort of astronomy dome, you know, where we have a telescope coming out of it. I think that would be pretty awesome. And I don't know about putting one over here because that's where we have our entrance coming up in over this way, which leads straight to this particular one. So let's go over here to the other side, okay, and see what else we can come up with. You know, I'm starting to get the lore down for this, you know, seemingly, you know, almost, you know, this particular stuff. I say we have another dome right about here. Now, this one we might actually go like over here, have a nice big dome here, and then it extends out that way. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Like, for instance, we could go with maybe something there, okay? And then on here, let's go ahead and use some of our stuff this way, and let's see how big we can make it. So if we come out this way, let's go ahead and just, you know, zippity-doo-dah out in this direction, okay? How big do we want this dome to be? I think this dome should be pretty big. In fact, I think it'd be cool if it came out a certain direction, and then you have a large structure, okay, that comes out this way, you know, that's like growing from maybe the base of everything coming up. I think that'd be good. Let's see how many we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Oh, I like the size. I like the size. So this would be like a really big dome here, okay, as opposed to that one. That's going to be tall and smaller, and this is going to be big. So let's count it out. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I like this. This is a good size. So now let's count in, it's 23, so let's count in 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, because half of 23 is actually 11 and a half. So here's our center right here. So now we want to go 11 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There we go. So we got 11 going out that way. And now let's go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, very nice. So this dome is going to go straight into this mountain, but it's going to stretch out enough so that it will actually have part of the building going down out on the outside like this. I think this is going to be really sweet, guys. Okay, so let's see here. So what we're looking for now is, let's see here. If we go back to our tool, right? Let's go ahead. We want to go ahead and do a 23 by 23. And there we go, 23 by 23. Now you might say, Kim, how come you're picking odd numbers? Good question, very, very good question, okay? By picking odd numbers, that gives us an exact center block. If I picked like an even number circle, then instead of a center block, I would have like a 4-block center, okay? Now, what are the advantages and disadvantages going with a center block versus a 4-block center? The advantage of a center block is that you have the center place where you can like go straight up and have an exact center. So if you want to make an antenna or do something like that, you have that advantage. I'm sorry, let me show you right here. So if you have a center right there, you can go straight up and make an antenna on top of the dome, and it looks really, really sharp. Versus if you're doing the 4-block, you're never really going to have a center space area, not in Minecraft at least, because everything's blocks, because the center now becomes like a place where 4 blocks meet. So that's one of the reasons why I'm going odd on my dome, is I want to definitely have that center on both of these, because I think, you know, adding antennas are very, 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 very cool options in that regards. Now, let's take a look over here. So we have a big dome right here. What if, you know, it'd be great. You know what? We got our bed. Let's go ahead and use it, right? Let's go ahead and use it. Let's go ahead and just, we'll dub this as a build zone area, and we'll go ahead and put our bed down right there, and we're going to keep going on it as well. Okay, so we've laid out our top one, which is going to be like the big entrance area from the area. We laid out our big dome over here, which I think, you know, we're even going to take it a step further as we build it up. We might actually put a telescope in there, you know, because, you know, steampunk people, very interested in astronomy. Oh yeah, to see what was up in the stars. Now, if we come back over this way, I think I'm just going to call it, we are definitely going to put a dam in here, okay? Now, I'm thinking we're going to put the dam like right about here. I think this would be a fantastic place to put a dam, like right here, okay? And then what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and fill this all up with water going all the way to that waterfall over there. I think, oh my goodness, guys, this has been one heck of a great brainstorming day. Okay, so yeah, so we are going to have a hydroelectric dam right there, and we're going to fill this all in after we kind of get the dam built, and then we're going to have earthenware and on that way. So we're going to have this really big this Minecraft-made lake here. Okay, so that's going to be awesome. And so what should we have just above it? I say we have another dome. Yeah. Okay, so this one, okay. Let's go ahead and grab our blocks, blockity blocks. Okay, so let's see here. We can center the dome like, actually, let's take it over a little further, okay? Let's go ahead and center it like right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think this is a good spot for the dome because then it'll be watching the lake. It'll kind of be like a watch center for anything over in this direction, right? Because you never know what you might find over here. I don't think anybody's been building stuff over there. Great, great. So I think that looks good. I really just don't, I mean, it just gets to be too far away, right? So this will be it. Now, I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and we want this dome to be a little smaller, guys. So what we're going to do is, let's count it out. Let's hear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this will be a 15 by 15 dome, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's make sure we count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, see, I miscounted. 15. Okay. Alrighty. Well, hopefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And then over this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this will be our 15 by 15 dome. I think that's going to work out great. Let's head back over here and let's go ahead and build in this this behemoth, this 23 by 23 dome. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 again. So we go 2, 1, 2, 3s, and we go, ooh, yeah, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and then 1, 2 again. 1, 2, 3. Then we go back. 1, 2, 3. Right. So far, so good. Okay. And then we go 1, 2, 3. So there we go. There's your first arc. Not too bad. So we just come out here. 1, 2, 3 from here. 1, 2, 3 from there. 1, 2, 3 from there. Okay, so we go, yep, 1, 2, 3 twice, fine. And 1, 2, 1, okay, 1, 2, 3 this way, 1, 2, 3 this way, and then 1, 2, 3. Perfect. You know when it links up, you're right. So 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3 like that. 1, 2, 3. Then we go 1, 2. Like I said, once you've done the pattern a couple times, it's really not that big of a deal. 1, 2, 3. Then I go 1, 2, 3. Also, if you have a pattern tool like I'm using, it makes life a lot easier too. Now, I've used these tools to do really, really big stuff. Like on first season, we made a big horse racing oval. And that was, I'll tell you what, that was challenging. I probably had to go back and refix that oval 2 or 3 times because I'd get off count doing things. So don't be afraid of going back in and fixing stuff. It's okay, it happens. The smaller circles are a really good place to get started because they're really not that terrible and they're easy to fix if you make a mistake. You know, and then once you start doing it, you'll be able to do things like talk while you're doing it and not make a mistake. Wow, that worked out fine. I was actually able to prove that. Hey, so yeah, this is going to be dome number 2. Loving it. I think that's going to be awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and get my size back for the 15 by 15 one, and we'll do this last one real quick. There we go. Let's go ahead and finish off this last little one right here. Okay, let's make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. And this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Awesome. Nice. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to go 1, 2, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we're 1, 2, and then we're going to come back the other direction, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we're going to end up like that. Boom. Nice little circle. Nice little circle. 1, 2. Okay. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to go 1, 2. And then come back this way. 2, 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to come like this. Boom, boom, and we got another circle. You know, like when you start looking at Minecraft builders, there's usually a progression. 1, 2, 3. First off, they start making square huts, right? That's usually where most Minecrafters start. And then they get tired of making square huts all the time. So then they say, hey, let's make a circle. How do you make a circle? Then they try some few things, get really frustrated, and then they learn that everybody who makes good circles in Minecraft, they usually go out and measure them, or say, especially the really big circles. You know, kind of like what I'm doing, or they use a tool to help them out. So that's kind of like the next progression to Minecraft Builder, is you want to build stuff with circles, you know? Now, once you've gotten really good with circles and you've gotten pretty decent with doing like square stuff, then the next progression of a Minecraft Builder is they start working on details, you know, because you've got these buildings. What will make them look cooler? Well, obviously figuring out how to detail them with signs and with variations of different things. So usually the next progression of a Minecraft Builder is, you know, after they've gotten their shapes down, their details down, now it's time for challenging themselves. And that usually ends up being with things like diagonal building. Like I've noticed a lot of the big Minecraft YouTubers out there like Grian, Vigoman, and a few others, they've been really challenging themselves this season a lot by doing what we call diagonal building. That means that their buildings all aren't square faced straight up. So basically, they're building their fronts at a diagonal as opposed to just using a flat side. Now, I've tried a little bit of that, and I think some of it was successful. I actually did that in my last world last season. We did a couple of diagonal buildings, which turned out okay. And I think we've done some stuff. Have we done anything here that's diagonal? Not yet. Oh well, kind of. I guess kind of. Like, see, that'd be like these. Like these would be diagonal building, right, like that, because you got your front up like that. And then, yeah, that'd be like diagonal building right there. This would be like a straight building style. Okay, guys, awesome. So let's take a quick look at how this is starting to turn out. You know what? I cannot talk enough about doing things like this, like I'm doing right now, because when you're looking at something really huge like this and you want to do a big build, sometimes looking at it, it's hard. It's like, what do I do? Where do I go with this? And so when I finally settled on the idea of doing a dome, I was thinking to myself, yeah, this is the way we're going to go. We need to go ahead and do some pre-planning, because we do some pre-planning, then it'll all start to make sense. Okay? I love this. I mean, it's going to look really cool when we do this. So now we got to determine a little bit when it comes down to materials. What types of materials are going to be? Plus, where do we want the dome to sit? Do we want the domes to sit exactly on where that netherrack is? I'm thinking we do. I'm thinking that would look good. So basically, that netherrack is going to mark where we want the dome to start. Scurzy Wurzy, just do it. Well, sometimes you got to choose, right? You know, I mean, I love just building. I mean, I'm not a creative builder where I'll go in and work on things creatively first. I love just building it. So I'm with you there, Scurzy. I do like just building it, but you know, sometimes you got to sit back and you got to maybe throw some ideas out first, right? You know, like what if, you know what? So we have these great domes, right? What if we have like maybe a tower that comes out here, right? Because we're still talking. So what if we had a tower that came out here? Okay, a tower that came out like this and went straight up from here. Wouldn't that be cool, you know? So, yeah, you agree? It was just a joke? Yeah, I figured. Well, you know what? I mean, building in Minecraft, or should I say, getting to the point where you really like what you're doing to turn out, sometimes it can take some time and some planning to do that, you know. And I don't like going in creative and figuring things out. A lot of times I just like looking at what I've got to work with and do it. Yeah, if we have like a tower going straight up with a fluted top tower, I think that'd be good. What if we had a few more of those towers digging out? Oh, it's getting dark. Let's find that bed. Very awesome to see you, Scurzy. How have you been? Very, very nice to see you in chat there. Hopefully everything's been going really well with you. Me, myself, I've been having a great day so far. I've been enjoying myself, and I'm actually having some fun. Like, this is a project I've been wanting to start for a while, but I'm inspired to do it, but I just didn't know where to start. And so thanks to Mr. Orangeface, who said I need to make some sort of dome. Okay, yep, he inspired me. So when I started thinking domes, I'm thinking, what a great way to work this fortress, because I didn't want it to look like a dwarven fortress. You know what I'm talking about? I didn't want to go all dwarven with my Lord of the Rings build style. I really didn't want to do that. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that. That was just not what I wanted to do, you know. So when I thought a little bit more about domes, I started thinking, well, what if you know, we did do something with domes, you know. And we'll get another tower sitting out right here, okay? And there we go, boom. So we have another tower that comes out that goes straight up. I think that'd be awesome. That actually gives us kind of like a straightforwardness to the place. I don't think 8 towers will necessarily look good or be good up front, but those 3 dome areas would be really expensive. Ooh, what if we did have one like right here? Oh, check out all this gravel. Woo! That is a ton of gravel there, guys. So let's go ahead and lay out another tower here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And boom, like that. Very cool. Hey, I'm excited. You know, what's nice about doing big layouts like this, it also starts to give you ideas for smaller builds around it. So now we've got a few towers we can put in here. One here. What else? Where else can we put it that makes kind of sense? Okay. You know, and then the whole hollowing out of everything is based upon, okay, and then right here we do want to have some sort of big entrance, okay? Like for instance, now this is kind of like the gravel waste right here. Okay, we're not touching these gravel mountains over here for gravel. We're going to leave the gravel here except for what we mine out for it. So then we're going to have another gate up here because right here we're going to have the dam. And I wonder how high do we want this dam to be? Okay, that's going to be a good question here, you know? So let's go ahead and mark the dam. So we're going to have a dam right here, and I'm not sure exactly how we're going to do it yet, but I'm kind of excited because, you know, when I was looking at this area the other day, I was thinking, wouldn't it be awesome if we had some sort of dam area and had a big man-made lake? And I was thinking, that'd be fantastic. And then it would also give us the power to do quite a few things on this particular world, like as far as power generation and everything. So what if we had a dam that goes right across like this? Now, you know, definitely we'll dig out some of this, you know, or maybe this is like the first part of the dam, right? And then, you know how dams are. What they'll do is they'll actually be fairly wide at the top. Well, fairly wide. I don't know. Most dams, you know, you could actually drive a large truck across it. So for instance, what if we did this like that, and then the dam's going to be at least that wide, right? Like this. And then comes across the side like this. I don't know, something like this. Okay? So then there's our dam right there. And it can be at different levels across the top. So if this is higher, that's okay, you know. But then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put a trickle river that goes all the way through this. In fact, we probably want to dig this out to yeah, we'll definitely dig this out. But then, you know, on this side, what we're going to do now is then we're going to fill this all up with water all the way through. So we'll have a big man-made lake. And I think we should take it all the way over to this really great waterfall, you know, and maybe then have an earthen dam right up here. Okay, so we'll get a whole bunch of dirt and we'll go ahead and build an earthen dam on the other side because that's where it is. And this would look great because we have like 1, 2, 3. I mean, just from a standpoint, 1, 2, 3. Oh, there we go. We have 1, 2. We'll have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 waterfalls helping to fill in. Oh, is that a cave? Oh, cool. Pretty neat. Anyways, sorry guys, got a little distracted there. And those will be helping to fill up the lake. Yeah, this is going to be very cool. Very, very neat. Yeah, so this project, yeah, this is going to be a big project for sure. For sure. Okay, so let's see here. What do we need to get started here? We need to figure out materials. You know, what materials do we want to go ahead and start building it with? Now, I'm thinking, okay, I'm probably going to want to use stone because I think stone's been a really great material. Plus, you know, let's be honest, we are in Stone Mountain, so we're going to use a lot of stone on this build. But I'm thinking we may also use a lot of blackstone. I think blackstone, you know how I've used a lot of it already. I think blackstone is going to be another core material, and the salt too. I think between those 3, we can make something look really cool coming out. Now, as far as the domes, are they all going to be glass domes? I'm going to say yes. We're going to do some glass dome action with those, and I think they're going to look absolutely fabulous. So I think the glass domes will look really, really good. So, boy, okay, I'm kind of excited, guys, because I think we have a plan now for the fortress. Now, as far as what we'll do with this area right out here, this small mountain area that's kind of right in front of our big mountain area, honestly, I think we're probably going to tear it out. Yeah, I think we're probably going to tear it out. So that's going to be a project we'll have to bring over. We might save that for a couple streams so we can just talk and hang while I tear rock out. But yeah, we're definitely going to need to bring the beacon over here and tear these two down. But the benefit of that is we would get a ton of stone. We do, a ton of andesite, ton of materials, because we are going to need some big time materials to go ahead and build this thing up. I think that's going to be super important. Okay, so where should we start? You know what? I think we just need to tear that down. Yeah, out of all the things to do, I think tearing that down would probably be the best part, because then we can go ahead and start grabbing a whole bunch of materials from it, and I like that idea. So let's go ahead and put the rest of this nether rack up, okay, because I think we're done with the planning phase of today, which is fantastic. Let's see here. I do got chests on me, so that's no problem. I've got good tools. I think my tools are in good shape. Yes, sirree. Let's go grab that beacon. We are going to tear a mountain down. That sounds like fun. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to go ahead and do that first, because that just needs to get done. Yep, that just needs to get done. So let's get up here. There's Mr. Beacon right there. Let's go ahead and let's pack this guy up. He's been hanging up here on the mountain for a little bit too long anyways. It's time for a change of scenery for him. Awesome. Well, I'm very happy to see everybody who's hanging out today. Hopefully everybody's enjoying their Saturday. I'm having a good time doing some major planning for some major building here on the server. I was talking last Friday that it is also time to start doing some small builds. And let me just kind of tell you where I'm at and where I'm time-wise. So, for this last week, if you don't know, if you've never read my description, I do teach junior high, and it's been a busy week. We have been at school all week getting ready for students, preparing our classrooms. Actually, mostly I've been doing is curriculum help. Like for instance, I'm one of the more knowledgeable people with doing online style of curriculum, as far as helping set up assignments, videos, interactive stuff, so that the students will be able to do work at home. Because in my district we're giving our students a choice of online learning versus or in person. So I'm going to have some regular classes, because we've got a lot of students that will be coming in for regular classes, but I also am the one who gets to do all the online stuff for the 8th grade science. So I've been building online modules all week and been working on that. Plus I've been helping and training other teachers in not only in my district, I've actually been doing phone calls and helping other teachers in other districts so that they understand how to use the learning management system, because a lot of them are really new to it and they're scared because it's not the way they usually teach. And now it looks like, they've got to be flexible enough to that. Like for instance, our district has all of us being ready to go straight digital in case, obviously we get too many cases within our district, and we feel the need to have to close the schools down. And it could go, I'm not sure exactly how it's going to happen or when and if it's going to happen. I'm just doing what I'm told and preparing for the worst. So I've had a really preparing for every scenario we can possibly think of. So it's been a really big week. Been going to lots of trainings, been doing lots of that type of stuff. Let's go ahead and grab a piece of iron. Ooh, we'll just grab it from the iron farm. Yes, there we go. Yes, 3-1. Nice. I'm so glad this is working again. I was starting to get worried that, I had totally broken it by putting that roof on. Dude, there we go. Okay, awesome. Very nice. Yeah, so my week has just been busy. Lots of thinking, planning. Not just for me, but helping out others, because that's the way I like to work. I like to be involved. I like to help out wherever I can. Get something to drink here. Plus, I don't want to miss my streams, because I think what I've been building here with you guys as far as streaming has been fantastic. You know, I love hanging out with you guys, whether I'm playing Wizard 101 or doing some Minecraft. Plus, you know, I've had lots of interest with people wanting to do collaborations with me as well. Some in Minecraft and some in Wizard 101. Hey, Full Metal, very awesome. Nice of you to stop by this fine Sunday afternoon. Very good to see you. Yeah, so what's been up with you? I've been doing very good. In fact, right now we are getting ready to tear down a mountain. Oh yeah, this mountain has to go. That is what I'm saying. This mountain has to go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's been going really well. This last week's been kind of crazy just because I've been doing a lot of school prep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so I'm trying to make sure I'm taking care of all that, and it's been good. I'm excited because I can kind of see what I need to do as far as balancing my streams with my regular job and how many times I'm streaming a week. So I'm pretty excited. I think I got a good plan for it. So I'm good with all that. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm just having a good old time. This is great. Good times. In fact, today has been really awesome because I think I finally came up with how I want to start my mountain fortress. Like this is going to be my big masterpiece of the season, is creating this big fortress in which the steampunk style fortress in which my whole community, my whole little settlement is based off of. And I'm excited. It's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be awesome. How have you been? Have you been having a good time playing some games? Hopefully you haven't stressed yourself out too much. Are you doing any school this fall? I was just talking a whole lot about my week and what I've been doing, and it's been a ton of school and tech support type stuff, helping everybody get ready, getting my own self ready for classes, which we'll have here pretty quick, because we actually will start having classes this Wednesday, and it's kind of crazy when you think about it. Very good. Now, you know what we should do? I got a second beacon. Oh yeah, let's go ahead, and I'm going to show you how to a second beacon really quickly to your first beacon. Let's do that. Let's go grab some blocks. There we go. Oh, you've been gone for a while on vacation? Oh, so you haven't had any time to any streams? Well, good. I hope your vacation was fun. Hopefully you're all relaxed and ready to get back at it now. Are you going to be going to school here in the fall, or are you done with school, just doing a bunch of work and stuff? Let's see here. Yeah, and I have an ender chest with me. Okay, so let's go ahead and build this up. I think all we have to do to add an additional beacon. So we're going to do 2 beacons, guys. This is going to be great. Nice. So now let's get my chest out. Grab beacon number 2, because I did get beacon number 2 going. As soon as I came back, I've had to prepare for my online classes. Good for you. So I guess your school's gone primary online, or you've just signed up for online classes. It's good either way. I know our university is kind of doing hybrid lectures where some of them will be in person, some of them won't. Okay, we definitely want haste 2. So let's go ahead and mark that off. Bam. And then with this one, I think I want jump boost, because speed's not going to help. Yeah, jump boost? Maybe speed? Maybe speed? A mix of both in person and online? Okay, good for you. Oh, sorry. I want jump boost. There we go. Now I got jump boost. Very, very nice. Okay, good. Ooh, I love that. Love that. Love that. Okay, let's go ahead and start tearing this down. Okay, but first, let's go ahead and come up here. We're going to come up here to the bed area, and let's take a couple of our chests out. We're going to start storing materials up here. But since all your classes are online, you have no need to spend money staying on campus. That does save you money there, for sure. For sure. It's definitely a good option, Full Metal. Yeah, no, it is. I mean, me, myself, I just got, I'll be honest with you. I just don't like online classes. I mean, I've taken them before, and I might end up taking them again, like if I ever decide to do my doctorate degree. you know, there's a good chance I'll have to do them again. But honestly, it's not, you know, not my favorite way to learn, I'll be honest. I would rather have that interaction inside a classroom myself. But hey, that's awesome that you got the classes you want. I remember one summer I did straight online, and I thought, yeah, this is going to be great. And it was. It wasn't bad. It was just like, it's just one of those things, you know, until you do it all and decide, oh, okay, what I liked some of this, but oh, I didn't like the way this turned out. Yeah, you know, until you do it for yourself, you won't know, for sure. Well, good. I'm glad you were happy about that, and you don't have to spend money of being on campus. You can do it at home. That's awesome. Save some money. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Anywhere you can save money as you're going to school. And I know there's a temptation to spend money and stuff on that. There always is, to spend more money than you actually have. But it's so much better. My oldest daughter, she just graduated with her engineering degree, and she graduated without any type of school debt whatsoever. You know, and that was because we did a combination of things. You know, she stayed with us for her first 3 years or 2.5 years of college, so she didn't have to spend money on that. All her scholarships paid for all of her tuition and books and everything, so it turned out pretty good. Yeah, no school debt at all. She just graduated, both her and her husband, and she got married her junior year, so she's been married now 1.5 years. Yeah, I think that's about right. And so they just worked and paid for their living expenses and got through it, both of them, without any debt. So, you know, he started his first engineering job this last month, and she's right now, you know, she's looking for an engineering job in her area and stuff. And they're pretty excited, no debt at all. So way better than me and my wife when we start off. Yeah, way better, you know. But yeah, so that's the way to go, you know. That's one of the things that's been holding me back about doing my doctorate is, you know, I don't think I'd be able to do it without getting some school debt for it. So that's one of the things that's been holding me back, because I'm not making enough to pay for it, you know, and, you know, not have any debt on it. So unfortunately, you know, those are choices you got to make about school and everything. Very cool. You've already saved around $1,000 not staying on campus. That's great. Yeah, campus is expensive, you know. Staying on campus, a lot of times it's pretty expensive because they require you to buy meal plans. You know, it really depends on the school, but that's usually a majority of your cost for university is going to be is having a place to stay, your living expenses. You know, generally, well, I guess it depends on where you're going to school, but you know, books and tuition can be negligible. Okay, depending on where you're going to school, they can be negligible, but it's the cost of living that kills you. College can be very expensive, so it's really good to get rid of that debt as soon as you can. You are absolutely right, you know, and you know that's a big thing you got to think about is you got to, you know, if you're going to school, you know, you want to get a job that is going to help you take care of that debt. That's a big key to that. There we go. Check that out. Just like that. Okay, let's go pick up some more. And just like that, we're tearing this mountain down. Oh yeah, crushing. This is going to be great because it's going to give us a ton of great materials. I just wish there was blackstone in this mountain. Oh my goodness. I really need a lot of blackstone. Okay. I'm going to be in the nether doing a ton of mining. I can see it in my future to get the amount of blackstone I need for this build. That's going to be okay. Awesome, awesome. Well, she worked really hard in high school to make sure she had a really good GPA, and then, you know, when it came down to applying to schools, you know, she wasn't afraid to apply to their presidential honors programs where she could get a very large scholarship, and she went to where I went to college, so she was a I guess, well, I'm an alumni, so she was daughter of an alumni. That always helps. Not to mention, you know, she was in a school district that they really wanted to get students from in their presidential honors program. So it worked out really good for her to get in there, you know, and it just turned out great. And I'll tell you what, it paid for all of her tuition books every semester. And so the biggest thing that we watched out for was living expenses, and we were able to help her out with that for a few years because she went to the university in the town that we go to, and that certainly helped her out a lot. Because again, like I said, that's where you get most of your expenses is from living expenses, you know. Oh, yeah. I do so love Insta-mining. Yep. Yeah, the worst part about this is I'm going to have to go and repair my tools. You know. Very good. And plus, I don't want to lose any of this stuff. Boy, I do like that jump boost. Jump boost is kind of nice. Got to get used to it. It's one of those things that you got, ooh, I got to eat too. Awesome. Very good. Very good. Well, Full Metal, that is awesome. I'm happy you've been able to, for you, that you've been able to arrange ways to reduce how much money you're going to, and I hope your next semester goes really well for you. What are you studying? Anything in particular? Or are you just finishing off some of your basics so that you can knock everything down? Hopefully everything will go well for you. Okay, let's go ahead. Whoa. Computer science. And it's kind of funny how many people I run into online that are doing computer science. Pretty awesome, though. Computer science. You know, that's something I could have done at the time. And there have been many years where I've like kicked myself saying, you know, why don't I just do computer science? I was good at that. But, you know, I wanted to be a music major. I wanted to do stuff with music, you know, and that's fine. You know, there are days where I sit back and say, gosh, I really should have done something in computer science. I had a good friend. We both took computer science in high school, and he was always harassing me because I didn't want to do anything with computers, and that was something he really wanted to do. But I was a little bit better programmer at the time than he was, and because I got the logic of it really well. Yeah, it's become a popular field for sure. Definitely, you know. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of this. There we go. Good. Look at all that stone we're picking up. Very, very nice. Definitely don't want to miss any of these blocks because we're going to definitely use we're going to need all the materials we get as we go to build these domes and stuff. Very cool. Very cool. Was there a particular focus that you're doing in computer science? Are you looking to do network engineering? Are you looking to do, well, I guess you could look to do game design or app design. That's a field that's getting a lot of attention, obviously, because it's something consumers can look at and say, yeah, I get that, you know. But the network stuff's pretty darn important too, of course. You know, there's lots of specialties you can go for in computer science. Definitely. Oh, okay, let's go ahead and get rid of this. That way we don't lose any of those blocks. Very good, very, very good. Well, good. I'm happy for you, Full Metal. That's awesome. And it's always good to see you back on the stream. Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad that you did well. Where'd you guys go for vacation? Any particular place? Any place in particular? You know, did you get to do anything fun? Or was everything closed down when you got there? You know, I mean, vacation's been kind of spotty this summer, you know, especially with all the different communities that are shut down because of the virus and everything. You know, let's keep it going. There we are. Nice, nice. Another level, and just like that, boy, this mountain's starting to come down. Let's go ahead and get rid of some more of these. Nice. Ah, you went to a water resort in Wisconsin called Mount Olympus? Oh, yeah? Very cool. That sounds like that'd be fun. I haven't been to a water park in a while. Every summer I say, this is the year, we're going to go to a water park, and then, you know, things just get busy and we just don't have time, you know. Oh, well. That sounds like a lot of fun. Is it like one of those big indoor water parks? Or is it a big outdoor water park? You know, like, we got these places down here, and I guess they're all over the country, called the Great Wolf Lodge, and it's a big indoor water park, resort / hotel, you know. My brother's been there a few times, really enjoyed it, you know. But that sounds like good. Mount Olympus. Nice. Ooh, okay. And of course, in Texas, we have probably one of the biggest water parks out there called Schlitterbahn. You know, gotta watch my pickaxe. Do not want to kill a pickaxe doing this, especially one of my netherite pickaxes. That would be absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. It'd make me cry inside. Awesome. Oh, an outdoor amusement park with it. Very cool. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is the first summer I haven't been to an amusement park. Usually I end up going with students and stuff, or with my kids because they get extra tickets and stuff, and just haven't really done that this summer. You know, all the different things that have been going on. It's been hard to get out and take advantage of that stuff. I'm filled up again. Let's head up there. Okay, boom. And just like that, we have one chest filled up. Nice. Where is my ender chest? Let's go to a place where I have an ender chest, because I don't know where my ender chest went. I need some rockets. I probably placed my ender chest not looking at. Master of Wraith! You've got a Great Wolf Lodge here. Never been, though? Yeah, I haven't been to one either. My brother has, and he's taken my daughters with him and his wife, because they actually plan stuff like that. I'm not really good at planning stuff like that. And they loved it. You know, they thought it was great. Okay, there we go. We got that. Rockets is what I needed. Fantastic. Well, good to see you, Master of Wraith. Hopefully everything's been going well with you. I'm having a good time, starting a huge project here on the server. Probably one of the big ones that I've been meaning to do for quite a while. It's one of the big ones I've been meaning. I've been laying out the big mountain fortress that I'm going to build over here. And so I'm pretty excited about that. Okay. Goodbye, dirt. Goodbye. Goodbye. That. Awesome. Well, good. Nice to see you there in chat. Oh man, I've been seeing stuff going on in Discord about about the modded server. It seems like you changed some mods up again. So I've just kind of been waiting to let you guys, you know, kind of settle all that out. It just seems like a whole lot's been going on. And right now I've got to watch. I've been noticing I got to watch my playtime because I've been so busy this week. I have not had the playtime I usually do. And so I got to watch myself so that I don't stay up too late and not get sleep. That's my biggest challenge. Stay up too late and not get sleep. I don't know if you guys have that challenge, but that's something I got to watch for, because I'll get excited and I'll stay up too late, and the next thing I know, boom, I didn't get any rest for the next day. That's one of the big challenges in my life, is making sure I get enough rest. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, this has been a big week, and we start school on Wednesday, so these next 3 days at school, or I have like 2 days left of planning that I can do right now. So I've got to finish my room. I've got to finish, what else do I got to finish? I have to go ahead and finish all the setup for my classes. I have to set signups for my robotics teams, as well as for my broadcasting class, so that I can get kids signed up for that. Who knows what else I might be asked for, because the crazies already happened, you know. And what I mean by crazy is, like, you know, we had just last Friday we had 2 teachers test positive, okay, because they live with a nurse who came home and she tested positive, you know. Well, one of them lives there and one of them's there all the time, but so they had a lot of contact, you know. So unfortunately, you know, we found out about this Friday, and I know it's crazy, and I had contact with one of those guys on Monday. Okay, so from what we understand, we've got, you know, like we've teamed up with one of the best children's hospitals, you know, in the world, Cook's Children's out of Fort Worth. And so we're using their protocols as far as what needs to go on. So basically, you know, if we were in direct contact with them within 2 days of their diagnosis, oh yeah, good for you, 8-Bit. Within if I was in contact with them within 2 days of the diagnosis, I should be self-quarantined. But since it was Monday, it'd been like 4 days since they tested positive. All I'm supposed to do now is monitor. Now, the good news is I'm not feeling bad at all. I'm pretty sure I'm perfectly fine. But, you know, I'm just supposed to self-monitor right now, so I'll still be in school, even though it seemed like I was pretty close to them and stuff. But that's okay, and it doesn't bother me. I'm not really afraid of getting it, you know. I'm just worried about the time out of school that I'll have, because, you know, I don't want to miss stuff. Now, since I do a lot of online stuff, since like 2 of my classes will be straight up virtual school, I can still teach those and be at home sick, so that's okay with me. You know. But I'm hoping it's not a big deal, so I'm just self-monitoring right now to make sure that just watching for symptoms and everything. And I'll be back at school this week as we open it up. So yeah, but I don't feel that danger. Yeah, I know it's crazy, Master Raid. Absolutely, but life goes on. Yeah, I really figured with our district, it's not so much, you know, we're worried about kids getting it, because kids will either get it or they won't, you know, and it's just going to be one of those challenges. What we're kind of more worried about is faculty, because we have a whole bunch of faculty go down with it. That is what puts us in the danger of not being able to run school. Yeah, because if we have too much faculty with it, then, you know, we won't be able to run classes like we're planning, and then that's where the real challenge of this comes into. Is it's not so much too many students getting it. I think we're prepped for that. We can take care of students real easily like that. It happens to be more with the faculty, because if you run out of faculty, you can't have classes. Yeah, so lots of going on in our little town right now. Yeah, I mean it is, you know, and I mean I've learned a ton about this, you know, in the last few weeks with all the training and stuff we've had to go through, and you know, like for instance, as you know, there is a lot of anecdotal evidence that if everybody's wearing masks, and like our school, we're going to be 100% mask full. Every student, every teacher has to wear masks. Very rarely has Cooks found any type of transmission if everybody's wearing masks. In fact, I don't think they've had any evidence of transmission of cases in their hospital if everybody's wearing masks. That's what they told us, and those are the guidelines we're going with. But when you start taking off the mask, that's when, for some reason, the transmission does go up, and that's where they've seen transmission in their facility only when, you know, both parties aren't wearing masks. So it's a challenge. Yep, it's a challenge. As your Master Race says, oh, you're stay awake 20 hours a day and only sleep 4 hours per day? Lucky you. All your traveling for work has been on hold for like 5 months because of the virus. Yep. Plus, you had to cancel your vacation plans. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Yeah, I understand that. You know, with me, I did summer school, so we had a small number of students that we did summer school for in summer. So I did my summer school stuff, and that was okay. It wasn't too terrible, you know. Had a good time with those students, you know. Of course, you know, if you're in summer school, I mean, obviously you're not super excited to be there, right? You know, and then, you know, just been chilling. And I worked with my brother, did some air conditioning work, which was fun, but I only got 2 weeks of that, and I've just been kind of hanging out. So with me, all my routines, you know, are getting upended because now I have to go back to school. I have to do all this planning. I have to get my sleep schedules back on a decent place, you know. So it's kind of weird going back after all this break, you know. Like, you know, we were joking with everybody at the school saying, hey, you know, we're gonna like welcome everybody back from spring break, you know. At the school this week, so we're kind of, you know, it's just interesting. So you work around a lot of scientists. Oh, so you've been trying to quarantine before we travel to other countries? Yeah, definitely. Wow, so you get to travel to other countries? That is awesome. Sounds like that'd be a fun job. But obviously, in this current climate, you have to be super careful. Yeah. Wow. That sounds interesting. That does sound interesting. Yep. One of the things I've talked about for a while, and I've talked about with my wife, is that, you know, after all my kids are graduated and out of the house, thought about possibly, you know, at some point, what do you call that? Oh yeah, at some point maybe signing up to teach at some of the U.S. military bases around the world. You know, because there's a lot of military bases that have families there and everything, and they have on-base schools and everything. So you know, we've talked about that just so you know, we could get out and do some traveling and see other parts of the world and maybe live in parts of them for a period of time. You know, we've talked a lot about that. You know, that'd be really interesting. You know, just so we could get out. Yeah, but yeah, I'm kind of envious of you getting to do all that traveling. You know, that sounds like fun. You work for CERN as a binary mathematician. Wow. Switzerland 3 times a year. That's amazing. That's cool. Binary mathematician. That's interesting. That's interesting. So what are the real-world applications to binary mathematician, if you don't mind me asking, Master Wraith? What are some real-world applications for that? I'm curious. You know, that way, you know, I can tell students things, you know. Wow, very cool. Binary mathematician. That's just neat. Very cool. Okay, let's get. You know, the mountain seems to be getting bigger the more I beat it down. But that's how they are. As you get down to the base, they're a little bit wider. Very cool. Awesome. Binary mathematician. That's pretty cool. Ah. That's pretty neat. I can imagine that. Head facility. You code a lot? Oh, so it's coding. Okay, around 50% of binary for all robotics for the facility. Oh, cool. So it's basically robotics. That's awesome. So basically you're coding for robotics. That's neat. That makes sense to me, for sure. You know. Absolutely. Invincible. That's pretty cool. So is it like experimental robotics, or are you guys looking at a particular industry as far as the types of robotic stuff you guys do? Sounds pretty neat. Is it for manufacturing, or, you know, for exploration? That'd be kind of cool. Creating robots for exploration. There's probably lots of different ways you could go, you know. Probably just about any industry. That'd be pretty useful, I bet. Awesome. Well, thank you for giving me some information, Master. Very, very nice. Okay, let's get some of these there. God particle robotics. Oh, cool. Most advanced at the moment. Very nice. So I guess, so do you get to, do you ever go to like the big colliders, you know, and watch how that works and everything? That would seem like that has something to do with all that too. That's pretty cool. Neat, 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 neat. Cutting edge research. Very nice. Okay, might have to go, and you know what I'm going to do? Because I do have a lack of cobblestone, too. So I think I'm just going to switch pickaxes here in a second. And we're just going to make some... Okay, let's go drop off some stone. Boy, it didn't take long to fill up almost filled 2 chests. Ah, you find teacher work important, though? Raising up the future, which I find important. It is important, too. I mean, there's varieties of it. Not that I'm not important, it's just that, you know, research is important, what we do is important, you know. Really, I mean, whenever you start losing certain parts of society, you're going to have troubles with it. You know, you gotta have the dreamers and the guys on the edge who are looking at things, because how do we ever advance our knowledge about how the universe works unless we have people doing that work? Now, of course, there's some people that can say that's not as necessary because, you know, what's necessary is keeping everybody alive and feeding everybody. But, you know, it's through that other research that you get some of the most advanced things you learn. Like if you're wanting to really figure out how to feed more people on the land we have, that all comes from the research that you guys do and everything. So it's I don't know. It all works hand in hand together. Okay, we're retiring you for a bit, and we're going to be on the cobble run now for a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some cobble. Yeah. Yep, so yeah, got a lot going on. I got to figure out how I'm going to recruit for robotics this year. What rules I'm going to have robotics. Obviously, they're going to have to wear their masks all the time, you know. And then that's going to be interesting, you know. And then, you know, we got to figure out how the tournaments are going to work in the area as well. So, yeah, there's so much going on as far as planning that I haven't even got to yet. Not to mention, you know, I've got to go ahead and get recruitment signs up for all the things that I do, because I do a variety of things in my school. Like I said, I do the robotics stuff. I do the broadcasting stuff because, well, yeah, because I don't know, I just kind of got used to doing it. So I've got to recruit students for broadcasting, you know, and because they do all the announcements at our school and such. That's always fun, you know. I gotta get them to the point where they're doing all the work, you know. I still do a lot of the video editing for them just because I can do it really quick, and we're on a tight deadline to get those videos up each day for our announcements at our school. Okay, man, you're done, you're done, you're done, you're done. You know, this is kind of like doing a strip mine, except I don't get any diamonds. Yeah, crazy stuff. Okay, let's see here. Hey guys, if you're hanging out for the stream, thanks for hopping in. I do appreciate it. I do stream 4 times a week. This is my Sunday afternoon Minecraft stream, and I'm having a good time. I stream Minecraft usually on Fridays, but I'll be honest with you, the Friday stream might change from Minecraft. Yep, the Friday stream might change from Minecraft because I've got a collaboration opportunity that I'm looking into on Fridays. Doing some Wizard 101 with another streamer that, you know, you guys see in the chat a lot. So I'll let you know how that progresses. But that might be changing on Fridays. Otherwise, my Saturday morning stream is Wizard 101 with my Balance Wizard. Everybody's welcome to come on that. We had a great time yesterday. Finally got to the Arcanum, you know, so I'm super excited about that. Getting some of those more advanced spells now. So pretty stoked. And honestly, Polaris is moving quite along. I'll probably finish Polaris in 2 more streams is what it's looking like. So Tuesday's next stream and next Saturday's stream, that's what we'll be doing, is we'll be working in Polaris and the Arcanum and go ahead and doing all that. So I'm pretty excited about that, and everybody's welcome to check those streams out. By the way, stream replays are still available on my YouTube channel, Kimise Gaming at YouTube, as well as my my other content, which includes things like tutorials, as well as my Let's Play series, which is this world right here. So, like, on the stream, you'll see me build things on the stream, but a majority of my builds are all showcased on my Let's Play and the stuff that I get to during the week and everything. So, everybody's welcome to make sure they check all that out. Okay, and hopefully we'll see you guys there. Leave a comment if you do happen to watch one of my YouTube videos. Leave a comment, leave a like, so I can get back with you guys as well. Tell me what you like, what you don't like. Always trying to get better and to be more productive. So very, very nice to see everybody today. Thank you very much. And yeah, my Minecraft streams, they sound pretty chill. So just as a reminder, chat is wide open for anybody who wants to chat. We've been talking with Master of Wraith here for a while, getting to know him a little bit better. And earlier we were talking to Full Metal Alchemist that just got back from some vacation time. Very happy for him. It looks like he's getting ready to go back to school. How many guys are in the final preparations to go back to school? How many guys got college stuff to go to? How many guys are actually in high school and getting ready to finish that stuff up? Love to hear from you guys on chat. It is wide open, and boy, I think I need to go up here and catch a quick Z here. Fantastic. We're getting a lot done. Okay, guys, what do you guys think? Do you think we can finish knocking this mountain down before we run out of stream time? I'm kind of excited. We might be able to. We might be able to. I mean, we've already gotten a very large part of the thing done. Unfortunately, my pickaxes, they are definitely starting to show a little worse for the wear. Let's go ahead and get some of this dirt out of the way. You know, I might need to just go ahead and clear out my inventory more so I can do more, so I can stay more on the ground as far as picking stuff up. Very cool. Let's get all this out of here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, just a reminder, chat is wide open. Anybody who wants to hop on, do some talking and chatting, you are more than welcome to. We're having a great time right now hanging out with you guys and doing some clearing of the mountain here. You know, let's see. Am I already filled up? I'm not filled up yet. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of these. Yeah, I'm going to get a lot more dirt here pretty quick. Full Metal, was there a random question for the stream? You know what? Let's go ahead and get a random question for the stream up. I have not brought one up yet. Okay, here we go. So, let's do one. Would you rather? Okay, would you rather? Let's see. Oh, I don't like that one. This is the one I want. Okay, this is a good one. Okay, now let's see here. Let's see what you think. Okay, would you rather only be able to speak in rhymes, or, okay, so rhymes is your first choice. Would you rather only be able to speak in rhymes, like a limerick or, you know, I don't know, like rhyming, or would you rather only be able to speak in alliteration? Oh yeah, alliteration. That's when every word you're saying starts with the same letter. So, you know, you could start a sentence, but every word in that sentence would have the same letter. Wouldn't that be cool? Which would you rather be able to do? Would you rather be able to only do rhyming or only do alliteration? I think I'd rather only do rhyming. I think that could be a lot of fun. Only rhyming. Only speaking rhyming. It could definitely be different, for sure. But I think I'd have to go for that. Okay. That's funny. Yeah, it would be kind of funny, right? Either be the king rhymer or the king alliterator. Alliterator. I wonder if that's even a word. Alliterator? Hilarious. So what would you rather be? Would you rather be only be able to speak in rhymes or only be able to speak in alliteration? And I do believe alliteration is when you are using words all with the same first letter. Like Sally sold seashells at the seashore, or close to that. Not perfect. Yeah, I think rhymes would be a little bit easier to understand. But I'll tell you what, if you're really good at alliteration, that would be freaking phenomenal. That would be absolutely awesome. Do you know how much bigger your vocabulary would have to be be able to speak only in alliteration? Master Ray, if you go with rhymes, yeah, I think rhymes would be the way to go. But the more I think about alliteration, it sounds really intriguing. The amount of song lyrics you could create or poems you could write, oh yeah, you would definitely be a pro creator there, wouldn't you? A pro creator. Oh, that's funny. That's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, yeah. You speaking rhymes a lot already? Nice. You know, I think, you know, I don't think that's as unusual as some people might think. You know, especially if you listen to a lot of music, you're a creative minded person. I think rhymes come naturally to a lot of people. I'm not good at doing them off the cusp, but I can figure them out pretty. I can figure rhymes out. Not too terribly. Okay, looking at my tools. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and finish off this level and we'll see what our tools look like. You know what, let's just go ahead and get rid of as much of this dirt stuff as we can, because the shovel's in pretty good shape. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, I forgot I got jump boost on. Boy, I can fall down and it'd be good. Ah, very nice, very nice. Yeah, so there we go. Question of the hour. Fantastic. Yeah, a lot of times with my Minecraft stream, I'm not always thinking about questions. I'm just thinking about hanging out and chilling, you know, because I enjoy just hanging out, chilling, and talking, and just seeing what everybody's doing. Love it when you guys get involved. Now, let's see here. Let's get rid of more of this stuff. I've got a mountain to tear down. I wonder if I can do it before stream is up. That would actually be really helpful if I could get it finished before stream was done. Yeah, I think we're going to, and what we'll do is we're going to tear it all the way down so we actually have the ocean, just the straight ocean in front of us. And because I don't want to do a whole lot of terraforming, the idea with this is I want to go ahead and get as much, you know, have a big mountain just on the seashore. Ah, one of your sisters and I used to do poems together. You got 72 published in a book of 10,000 poems in high school. That's pretty cool. Nice. Being a published, you know, Master of Wraith, you are a Renaissance man. You're published. You're a binary mathematician. Wow. Get it all done. Very cool. Let's see here. Let's drop off some more of this junk. Okay. Okay, let's see here. I still got some shovel worth. Let's go ahead and shovel up more of this side. Now, whoops. Honestly, do I really care if I get the dirt? The dirt might come in handy, so I guess we'll pick it up. Okay, so I want to go ahead and get it all to this level. So we're just going to go ahead and speed the dirt out as quickly as can. I probably killed more shovels than I've killed pickaxes, I'll be honest with you. I probably killed more shovels than I have killed pickaxes. Yeah, you know, just because shovels, when you really get going with a shovel, man, it's quick. And if you're, I mean, the netherite shovels, they have pretty decent, you know, stuff. Okay, so if this is coming down here like this, then this is going to come down like that. Yeah. Okay, so we're probably, might take out part of this mountain here. Yeah, because all this is going to be water. Yeah, because we are going to take out the whole thing here. That's the goal. Oh, look, got a little cave cove there. Very cool. Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see you know, how all this finally turns out in the great scheme of my build here, you know, because we've got a ton more to do. Ton more to do. Yet I have this jump boost. Just don't play with the jump boost all that much. Whoosh. Master Wraith, your building style is pretty unique. Well, I mean, I'm just trying to come up with some different things that look cool. I don't know, you know. I try to have fun with it, you know. I want to make big builds. I try to work on details, and I try to challenge myself each season to do something I haven't done before. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. And honestly, I think that's the best part about Minecraft is you want to be yours, you know. There are some people that are just fantastic at doing realistic buildings and everything, and the amount of detail that goes into that is absolutely awesome. I don't think that's my strength. And there are some guys that can do just some incredible fantasy-style builds and stuff that are just straight out of the imagination, you know. Me, I just want to have fun building. Yeah, I think that's the best part of it, you know, and build stuff that I think kind of looks cool or has a build style to it, you know, that's neat. And, you know, my build style just comes from me, you know, using a few basics like pillars and stuff, details. Definitely it's something I enjoy doing, you know. And then I'm always watching people and getting ideas from other people too. Like one Minecrafter I've been watching a lot is Vigo Man. That guy is a really cool builder, you know. And like he has this one series where he's like been using this one texture pack that really makes everything look medieval, and he's just really talented, you know. And I've often thought, you know, maybe I should go ahead and find a texture pack and maybe do some ultra realistic stuff. But then I realized that's really not my forte. So then I stop. I say, you know what? Not right now. Besides, there's only so much building you can have time for sometimes. You know, I'm not sure. I often wonder where some YouTubers get all their time for building as much as they do. It's like, oh my goodness, these guys, they're just machines. Just crazy how much building they can do. You know, I just like, oh my goodness, how do they get that all done? You know, because I mean, you know, of course, you know, it's a lot of, you know, I mean, I've gotten more building done over the summer because, you know, I didn't have as much work to do with school and everything, so I had plenty more time to build, but still. It'd be kind of cool. It'd be neat to get to a point where, you know, I could build and play and do stream and do that full time, but that's still such a ways away. Do I know a lot about scientific theories? Well, it depends on how deep the theories are. I'm pretty good with a lot of the major mainstream stuff, but the more esoteric, the more, you know, the less I know about it, just because of how deep I end up going in college. Like, if you want to know my deep, dark, dirty secret, I am a science teacher, and I'm really good with science pretty much all the way through high school and and some college. But my major in college, I was a music major. You know, if you look at my schedule, most of my university was done with music. But I read a lot too, and I love science, and that's one of the reasons why I teach science too. You know, is it's really enjoyable for me, and I do a ton of reading. So, your second book is about a new scientific theory you found in the world. Oh, so what is this theory about? Tell me a little bit more. What is this theory about? Because there's a lot of them out there. Hey, Orange Face, good to see you on stream. Okay, I think I need to go repair my tools. It's repair tool time. So let's head out to the Nether, and let's go ahead and get those tools repaired. Okay, so your next book is about a new theory you found in the world. Okay, I'm intrigued. Master. Lay it on me. Tell me a little bit about it. That was kind of weird. It looked like it was raining in the Nether for a minute. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay, off to the gold farm. Let's go ahead and get these pickaxes all fixed up so we can go ahead and finish tearing down that mountain, right? Right. Okay. Let's see here. Hey guys, hopefully everybody's having a good day. Chat is wide open, so go ahead and hop in. We'll talk about anything. You know, I'm just kind of waiting on Master of Wraith's explanation about this theory. Your portal's behind mine. Well, that's great, Orange. That is great. Okay, let's... you know what? I should have brought some fuel. I wish I had some fuel here in the Nether. I need fuel for my stuff. Okay, good. He's working hard, which is exactly what I need him to be doing. Too bad he doesn't put anything I can burn. Yeah, there's like nothing burnable in these chests. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Okay, we might sort through those later. Okay, let's get back up here, and let's go ahead and recharge everything. Do I have anything in my chest that might be fuel? That's a good question. Let me look in my chest, my ender chest when we get up here. So I have something I can use for fuel in my ender chest. Because I need to smelt down these swords. That's my big problem right now. Okay. Terracotta, nope, nope. Activator rails, nope, 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 nope. Elytra, nope. Baked potatoes, nope. Enchanted books, shulker shells, nope. I do not have any fuel for these because, oh my goodness, these pig heads are killing me. Except for those two pieces of fuel you just saw right there. Oh, okay, boy. Big impact. Okay, Master Race. Younger Dryas impact. I figured out that what caused it, and I also figured out a civilization of 10 cities that focuses all their buildings on binary constructs around the world and how they perished but survived at the same time using binary bunkers made from stone that have been found all over the world. I call Empire of 10. Now, that's interesting, Master. So, have you gotten a timeline for this particular civilization about when it was there? And the Dryas impact, about how far back was the Dryas impact? You know, was that obviously? I mean, if you're talking about civilizations, it's got to be, you know, within the time that we actually have, you know, an atmosphere and everything that's conducive to life and stuff. About 13,000 years ago. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. You know, doesn't seem out of the world. Now I'll be honest. I'm very biblically based. Okay. I'm very biblically based, but I'm not outside the idea of finding things like that. That stuff's super interesting to me. That's interesting. Binary constructs around there, and you found them. Okay, so you've figured out a civilization of 10 cities that focus on about what part of the world were those 10 cities? 10 cities were located. I'm kind of curious. Oh, 8-Bit's over here. Oh, she brought me fuel. 8-Bit, you are awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and do some stuff up here. I need to bring fuel next time. Okay, let's chop up some piggies. Oh. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's climb the ladder and go. Wow, they're just flowing down, aren't they? That's kind of nice. Okay. Göbekli Tepe is their school. It's why it's covered in sand atop it from being destroyed over time. 10 pillars in each circle. 2 for man in each circle, and every non-humanoid type of skeleton. Göbekli Tepe. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Very, very cool. That's pretty interesting, Master Wraith. Binary. Well, you know, I mean, it's often said that binary is the language that will eventually allow us to speak with alien life forms and stuff too. So I'm 100%. That's interesting. That's interesting. About 13,000 years ago. Explain the precise stone cuts there. Ten pillars in each circle, 2 for man in each circle. Covered in sand. The Göbekli Tepe. Interesting. Very cool. Thank you, Orange Face. Okay. Let's dump this off, dump that off, dump that off. That's interesting. So, Goblecki, I don't recognize that. What part of the world is that again, Master Wraith? I'm not going to Google it. I'll let you throw it in there. Or if 8-bit, you know where in the world that particular is, feel free to type it there in the chat. That way I can think about some more. Poseidon had 10 sons that built 10 cities. How I started researching all this stuff. Oh, it's in Turkey. Okay, that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. Absolutely perfect sense. Okay, I'm with you there. You know what? And see, that actually does line out with certain biblical archaeology and theories too. So pretty interesting. But all the cities were widespread around the coastlines. Okay. Definitely. Definitely. Okay, that sounds cool. Very, very neat. And basically the pillars and stuff are all buried in sand, and that's what kept them there for you to be able to examine them 13,000 years later. Pretty neat stuff there. Pretty neat stuff. Pretty neat stuff. I'm thinking about it. But all the cities were widespread around the coastlines. And that absolutely makes sense, you know. Where are the cities going to be most prosperous in the history of the world is, coastlines and rivers. That's where, most cities get built in ancient times. That way they can set up trade, for sure. I mean, you wouldn't find like tons of cities in mountains unless you had some sort of coastline in that mountain area, that made sense for trade or for such. But that's, definitely pretty cool. Interesting stuff. So are you just basing this off of what some archaeologists has found as well as the numbers and everything? There's even one city based near Japan as well as the city of Z that was based in South America. See, that makes sense. Japan's pretty interesting. Like, have you had a chance to look at some of Japan's very oldest writings? See, Japan is a really interesting civilization in itself. I don't know if you know. Well, you probably do know, Master Wraith, since you've been looking at this stuff. But Japan has been in a particular position not to be affected as much as some of the world has been affected through different civilizations and everything. And my dad actually went back visited Japan for a while and did quite a bit of research. Okay, no, not like that. Did quite a bit of research. Let me get my other thing ready to go. And that they actually have the oldest written documents that are still there. You speak Japanese and love how the Grave Islands look like giant keyholes from the sky? Yeah, it is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, from what I remember, learning is that Japan probably has the oldest written documents in the world. That some of them go back as far as, some of the as far as the if you were looking in Christian historical ideas, the flood, the big flood. So Japan's pretty interesting with all that they have kept for such a long time. It's pretty interesting stuff. My dad, when he went to Japan, what he was digging in the archives of Kodatama, which is, from what he explained to me, is basically a Japanese textbook on phonetics and how to build a language, basically from scratch. Okay, yeah, the Great Flood is based off of the Unger Dryas impact as it caused 3 tidal waves. Okay, I could see that, for sure. But yeah, from what I understand, they actually have their records go back that far, and that's one of the things that makes Japan fairly interesting in regards to that. Come on, guys, down here. Come on, piggies. Down here. Very good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You guys will fall down eventually. Okay. Well, now that I've upset every piggy in the area, let's go ahead and get rid of them. There we go. Almost no time at all. Got my pickaxes up. let's go ahead and get one more pickaxe going, and then we will definitely have some fun tearing down the rest of that mountain. Good. Yeah, he's still ticked off me. He's up there wandering around. He's still ticked. Yeah, you can't get to me from there. There we go. Now we got you. Very, very good. Oh, yeah. No, I actually have some knowledge of that stuff, and I find it absolutely fascinating. It's really neat stuff, you know. And when you bring Japan into it, Japan with their records and stuff, when you start cross-referencing it with other things, it really starts opening things up as far as, you know, how much bigger the world is. It's pretty cool stuff. What you find crazy about the Bible as a scientific man is the fact that the cult or people of some sort went around the world, learned all religions, and combined them to make the Bible. Ooh, well, I don't know about that, okay? But, I don't know about any evidence for that, but, you know, that's okay. That's not a problem. You know, Bible's pretty unique as far as its religion compared to most other religions that are out there, you know. But I don't want to get into that today. Okay, haha. Yep. But I enjoy it, you know. I do thoroughly enjoy it. Let's see. I got some. Let's go ahead and finish off these pickaxes. Okay, very good. Nice. Got a ton of them. So, my goal. What's my goal? Well, here's what we're doing right now is, you gotta get rid of this junk out of my inventory. Go get back into the sort there. Okay, today's goal, okay, is, no, not to lose that. Okay, yes. Ooh, that would have been close. Okay. Today's goal, what we want to do is I want to tear down, well, anyways, what I was doing, here, I'll show you as soon as I finish fixing my pickaxe. What I was doing is, at the beginning of the stream, is we started laying out, we're making a big mountain fortress. Like, I want to build this big community area inside the mountains, and that's what I've been doing. So I've been laying out roads, I've been building farms in certain areas, and probably the big part is going to be the central fortress. And so I've been thinking a lot about how I want to do it, and inspiration finally struck. Thanks to Mr. Orangeface, of all people. He threw out a challenge a few streams back that he wanted me to build something with a big blue dome. Well, you know, that was the inspiration. I said, oh, perfect. Okay, now I know how I want to build up my... Come on. There we go. This should fill it up. Now I know my inspiration as far as for what I want to do with my main central mountain fortress and how I want to plant it. Good. We are good there. I think we will just... Nice. She left some... Oh, check it out. 8-Bit Kid. Coming through. Now we can go ahead and get all that worked out there. Fantastic. Thank you, 8-Bit Kid. I do appreciate that so much. Okay. Am I going to do these right now? No, we'll do these next time. Okay. So, what is our goal? So, right now what we're doing is I started, you know, I'm basically making a dome fortress. So I'm using multiple domes to create a fortress out of that mountain that I'm building around, okay? And so earlier in the stream, I went ahead and used some netherrack to kind of mark a variety of where those are going to be. So for instance, you know, let's hop in there just to kind of give you a big layout of what I'm doing, okay? We'll just fly over there now. There we go. Okay, so this is going to be my main mountain fortress right here. What I did is I went ahead and marked where I'm going to put my main domes. So we're going to have main domes. One of these is going to be a dome with an astronomer telescope coming through it. So I think that'll look pretty cool. The other ones will be glass domes because we're going to be using those as part of the whole thing. Then I went ahead and marked where I'm going to have particular towers come out of the fortress. Back here I did a couple of them over here, and I'll probably put a couple of them up front too, like we have one there. Now, one of the big decisions I was trying to make is what to do with this big mountain in front. So right now what I'm in the process of is clearing that mountain off so that we can start working on this main fortress area. Let's go ahead and sleep. Oh, there must be some monsters nearby. No. Sorry. That guy kind of just like, creeper bombed me. Whew, that was close. Wow, glad I looked up. Did not want to have to, like, re-put those chests back there and fill them all back up. That would have been terrible. Wow, that was close. That was close. Okay, so yeah, so that's what we're doing right now is we are digging out this mountain in front, and we're gonna allow the ocean to seep back in. Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of some mobs. That way I don't have to worry about them as I'm digging here. Let's get rid of this guy here. In the server, I've been hit by creepers 17 times, been killed by them 3 times. Yes. I stopped counting because the numbers are so high from me being knocked around by creepers. Creepers are terrible. Okay, let's get rid of that guy too. Very good. Any more? Well, I know there's more creepers. Okay, now we've got our tools all back up and ready to go. Let's go ahead and knock out some more of this mountain here. Very, very good. Yeah, creepers are terrible. Creepers are terrible. In fact, not last stream, but the stream before last, I was blown up 3 times by creepers and died twice to them. It was like, I don't even know where that happened. Terrible. They're just terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I think the worst is when they, if they randomly hit me like in a forest or something like that, it sucks, but it's not that big of a deal. The worst is when, like I was working on the tree farm, and I didn't really light it up really well inside, and that was the stream that I was working on the building for my tree farm, and so they just kept dropping in on me and blowing me up. It was crazy, and I just kept having to fix chests. They blew up my bed twice. Oh my goodness, I hate creepers. Just terrible, just absolutely terrible. Can't hear them coming, Hopefully you're looking around. And the way I play, I'm not always good at paying attention to what's around me. So if I see a creeper, it's usually a little bit of luck that I even noticed it to begin with. It's just like, oh my goodness. Terrible, 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 terrible. Yep. But I'm saying that's the tough part is, I think Minecraft builds are really awesome when you can have that variety of darkness in there. I think it makes the builds more interesting to look at too. If you can use shaders and stuff like that. So that's kind of the challenge, because the only way you can keep your world safe and keep your stuff safe is if you light it up. So yeah, the danger of creepers. I don't need the bone, don't need that. We're just going to toss that. Let's go ahead and get all that filled up. Boom, we are there. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of this mountain. A lot of times for streams, I do like to do grindy stuff because it just takes, that you don't have to think so much about it. Like, digging out a mountain, I can still talk to you guys quite a bit as I'm working on it. It's been so hot in the real world lately in the States. You got your air conditioner like 2 feet from you because of it. Yeah, I agree with you. It has been absolutely terrible. We have been in this last 5 or 6 days, we've been in a heat advisory because we've had temperatures into the hundreds, hitting 106 pretty regularly, and although it's not terribly unusual, it hasn't been this hot over a period of time for quite a while, out where I live, up in north central Texas. We'll get up to the hundreds, but usually we're not above 100 degrees that often. But it's been pretty rough. It's been pretty rough. We have been hot. Like my room here doesn't have the main air conditioning from the house, so I poured in just enough of it to keep me from dying here. So it's been getting pretty hot for me because I don't run my air conditioner in here because it's so loud. If I can avoid running it, I will when I'm recording or streaming. It just gets too noisy. But I do have my fan sitting right behind me, right on me, or should I say right on the floor right behind me. And that does keep the air flowing. That helps out a lot. Let's get rid of that stuff. Okay. Yeah, I believe it. Air conditioner 2 feet from you, for sure. 104 yesterday here, and you live in the West Coast by Oregon. Oh, yeah? See, I used to live up there in Eugene. And, every once in a while we'd get like a 98 day in the summer, but it wasn't something that would happen for a very long period of time. In fact, living in Oregon, that was pretty perfect as far as climates went. It never really got super hot, You know, during the winter, I mean, it would get cool. It would get cold, but I mean, it wasn't like, lots of like snow type of cold. I mean, the snow wasn't any worse than what we got here in Texas most winters and stuff. You know, but yeah, when I lived in Oregon, it was really, really nice up there in that Center Valley area with Eugene and Springfield. It was pretty nice. It was pretty nice, but boy, that hot up there, that'd be terrible. You used to live in Eugene, yeah, for a year in high school. Nice. It's a neat little town. It's a neat little town. A little bit, interesting little town. Interesting little town. I was there because I was store manager for Guitar Center. Guitar Center moved me up there to manage the store there, and I was up there 2.5 years, maybe 3 years. And then I got tired of working for Guitar Center, so that's the last Guitar Center I worked for. I'd actually been with that company for like 12 years, run stores in New Mexico, open stores in Texas, in Utah, in Arkansas, yeah, all over the place. Yeah, Friday was hot, wasn't it, 8-Bit Kid? 106. It was terrible, you know. I bet you Tim had a lot of fun. That pays his bills. My brother, he does air conditioning, so he's super busy when it's super hot like this. And unfortunately, they get a lot of calls. The downside is that most air conditioners just, they just can't keep up with 106-degree heat. It's terrible. Yeah, it's been rough. 106. Like I said, it's not something we usually see all that often up here. Your coil has a leak, 8-Bit. Oh, that's terrible. That's a pretty new unit, too. Ouch. Oh my goodness, yeah. Oh, at least you're married to an air conditioning guy. He knows how to fix those things. You know, warranty, yeah. So just replacing it, that's the way to go. That is the way to go, as opposed to go leak finding. You know, is it your inside coil or is it your outside coil? You've already refilled my air conditioner 3 times today already. Ah, what do you have? A water-based air conditioner? Man of Wraith? Interesting. Cool. Master of Wraith. Inside coil. Oh, that's terrible. Well, that's good. That's good. You can get a warranty and get that thing replaced and get that thing pulled out. Yeah, you know the right guy to do that. Heat sucking the water out of it so fast. Yeah. Funny. There we go. Yeah, water-based for less impact on the environment. For sure. I get it. You know, for sure. When we were living in New Mexico, we had what we called a swamp cooler, which was a water-based air conditioner. I don't know if you're familiar with those, but basically they have a filter system outside that is constantly having water pumped over it, and then a fan that pulls the air through the water, which cools it down. And in a dry climate like New Mexico, when I lived in Albuquerque, it works pretty good. Well, I guess if you talk to my wife, she'd say, no, it doesn't work very good. But it does. It works actually really, really well in those drier climates. I mean, is air conditioning, will air conditioning get you cooler faster? Yeah, it will, for sure. Yeah. But swamp cooler is not too bad if you're living in a dry climate. It actually works pretty well in that type of environment. But yeah, for sure. Okay, let's go ahead and drop off some more stones. It's also a lot less expensive to run too, Now I do know some people. Let's see here, or should I say, I've always thought an interesting type of heating that would be kind of cool would be a geothermal heating and cooling system. Downside to a geothermal heating and cooling system, well, I guess there's, is maintenance. Yeah, maintenance, because of all the piping and stuff underground that you would have to deal with. Definitely would be a challenge. Let's go ahead and put this down here because I don't want me my shovel. Okay. Very good. Let's go ahead and get this stuff all taken care of. The nice thing about this is I'm going to get a whole bunch of material for this. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Yeah. Rush it just like that. Yeah. Let's get rid of all that. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, tons of heat. You've seen those used in Arizona? Mound houses? Yeah. Yep. Yeah. That's not a bad way to go, if you can do it. I know that there's a few people I've run into out here that have tried the whole geothermal thing. I know my brother, the air conditioning guy, he kind of avoids the geothermal stuff just because it's less mechanical and has more to do with plumbing, you know, as far as keeping those things running and effective. Or at least that's the way he's explained it to me, you know. Which is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. You know. I don't mind. I like my air conditioner. I'm very happy to have my air conditioner. I'm very happy my air conditioner works. Especially right now. Especially right now. Ooh, this mountain, I'll tell you what. It's going to look nice once we get it out of here, and then we fill the ocean area in. You know. Now, there is a trick to allowing the ocean to fill in the water without leaving a whole bunch of, without leaving a whole bunch of weird water gaps. There is a trick to doing that. So, you know, if we get to it, I'll show it to you guys. You know, I'm not sure. I'm probably going to get as far as I can in stream today, and then leave this for another time to finish up. Because I really, because on my, well, I got to start thinking about what I'm going to do for my Let's Play video. I do have a couple things. I mean, we could start working on the domes for my Let's Play. That wouldn't be a bad thing to do. We could start doing that with my Let's Play. Or I could start building some of the smaller houses that I've been thinking about building in the area. Because we want to start adding some community to this big place that we've been building up here. And of course, I do need a dark oak farm. So I might just build a dark oak farm. That would be useful. I do need to have access to dark oak. That would be pretty good. The houses also use a garden for insulation during nights, which seems pretty cool. Yeah, that is pretty neat. Yeah, I agree with that. I do. I think that's a. Oh, you know, I got to go ahead and kick off most of this stuff. Let's go ahead and dump out my inventory. Okay. Let's see here. Can I get all of it done? No, not all of it. Close. Okay, let's get the rest of it up here. Nice. Okay, let's go ahead and go. Yeah, so I think geothermal is a pretty neat way to go, especially if you can get that right balance, you know, for your area and stuff. And, you know, I'm a firm believer, you know, that as far as, you know, technologies, I don't know. I mean, I understand why we use so much fossil fuels. You know, I just wish they would legislate certain things, you know. Like, for instance, in the United States, if I was a legislature, I would legislate that every new building, period, is built with solar included. Yep. Everything new built has to have solar. I would legislate that, you know? I mean, because we're serious about cleaning up our energy. You know, we got to do the things that make sense, you know? And, you know, we can't just, you know, shut down all our coal plants and expect to have the energy we need. Or shut down all the nuclear plants and expect to have the energy we need. You know, we got to start setting up the infrastructure so we can do that. You know, so that's, I mean, you know, energy is just one of those things, you know. We got to do the right things if we're going to, you know, make our environment, you know, more conditioned for long term. Yep, absolutely, you know. And I would also, figure out how to make more wave-style generators so you can take advantage of the oceans. You always vote for 3 gases and solar and wind forms of energy. The 3 gases never get passed. We could use sugarcane for gas, which isn't so limited on making. Yeah, you know, I could somewhat agree with that, except for the whole corn debacle, the ethanol debacle here in the United States. So I'm kind of leery of certain types of, you know, bio types of fuels. You know, I mean, it's not bad. I just think there's better ways. And like, you know, like for instance, you know, like I bet you one of the gases you're talking about is hydrogen. Wouldn't it be great if they would actually get off their butts and just get a hydrogen fuel cell working? You know, or whoever owns the patents to the ones that do work actually release them and actually do something with them. You know, I would love for that, because I think hydrogen fuel cells would be a fantastic way, you know, to give us a really great source of energy, especially for transportation. You know, I think solar is a great way to give us the energy that we need for our homes and stuff. I think solar is probably one of the best forms of energy. But unless you have, you know, enough of it out there, you know, it's not going to produce it's not going to produce enough for us to power our grid. You know, electric is the way to go at the moment. 2 of my family members bought Teslas, and they paid for themselves in like 4 years. Yeah, well, electric's not a bad way to go. I mean, I don't mind that argument. I'm not 100% convinced on it myself, you know. But I'm not against it, you know. I would think in certain situations, you know, a gas parrot or some sort of fuel powered cell would still, you know, be more, well, I don't know, more efficient. Maybe that's not the right word, but might be better options, especially for distance. I mean, my big whole problem with electric is the batteries. You know, the types of battery cells you have to build for them, the heavy metals and the rare earth metals you have to get to be able to build an effective battery. You know, and where those batteries go at the end of their lifestyles. I think that's what a lot of people who are really for electric aren't always, you know, paying attention to, is to run those electric vehicles. You got to have that battery source. You know, and until they get batteries to the point where they can do that, you know, I still don't think electric cars are gonna be there yet. Yeah, 90% of the Teslas are batteries, and that's a big issue. And when you start thinking about what it takes to make those batteries and what's actually in those batteries, you know, honestly, you know, I think that's a serious issue that nobody wants to talk about, because, you know, they're more bought into the idea of shutting down, you know, carbon-based fuels, you know. And I understand both sides of it, for sure. I understand both sides of it. I'm just one of those that I really want to sit there and I want to take in the entire picture before I get excited about one thing or the other. I think that's why, to me, a hydrogen fuel cell excites me more, especially if we can make one that's efficient enough for us to be effective with, because, you know, there's so much hydrogen in the world, you know, and there's such a huge source, especially out there. I don't know. I think there's huge possibilities with that, and that's something that would get me really excited. What we won't want to do is end up like a Ready Player One, because we go overboard with one thing, or like Terra Nova. Yes, I 100% agree with you. Yeah, I think part of the problems right now in our society is that we're not really having balanced conversations about this stuff, you know, is we have too much propaganda that tends to lean one way or the other because of who's investing in what. Does that make sense? That's my problem with going whole hog one way or the other. That's my problem with it, you know, about the, you know, and then common sense things like, you know, and to me, I mean, like here in the United States, a common sense mandate would be that every new building, period, gets solar put onto it, no matter who's building or what. And yes, would it add some cost to every new building out there? Yes. But would it be able to relieve some of the stress of our of our energy grid with all that solar coming in? Yes. And even if you have some areas that aren't really effective for solar, like say, you know, Oregon. Yeah, you don't have as many sunny days in Oregon as you do down here in Texas. It's still going to, you know, generate a lot of power over a long period of time, you know, and, you know, just the maintenance of it. And could you imagine if every building in the United States had solar generating on it? I mean, just, you know, single households can pay for their energy uses with just a few panels on it. So yeah, even one panel is enough to run a microwave for like a week straight. Yes, I'm with you 100%, Master. I think, you know, the only way that we can truly reduce independence on any one type of energy is to explore the other ones and make common sense legislation that actually causes these changes to take an effect, you know. Now, I understand why certain legislation never gets done, but, you know, like, for instance, people who run around with their big Green Deal, I say that's all well and good. You know, I think everybody agrees that we need to reduce our dependence on fossil fuels, but at the same time, you know, we have a strong dependence on certain types of energy, and it's crazy to shut down a certain type of energy, especially when you don't have a way to replace it, you know, or you haven't gone that way. So, or taking into account other energy that does make sense, you know, like as much as I love the idea of wind power, you know, there's so many issues with wind power, and it's really not super efficient to begin with, you know, whereas like some of the best stuff like dams are ignored. Like, we haven't, there hasn't been new hydroelectric dams in the United States for a long, long time because of possible environmental impacts. And I get that, but it's also one of the cleanest sources of energy we have in the United States is our hydroelectric power systems. That stuff's super clean, but due to certain environmental impact stuff, a lot of people are shy about wanting to go in that direction as well. That's why I think finding ways to take advantage of things like of solar as well as wave generating things on the coast. I think those are phenomenal ways to create energy at a very friendly way to our environment, and would help us get to the point where we can build a energy structure that does support electric cars. Like right now, a lot of things that people don't realize. Where's that electricity coming from to charge that electric car? Well, a lot of that electricity is coming from fossil fuels, nuclear, which is our backbone of our energy here in the United States. If we didn't have nuclear plants, we would be in big trouble. But we don't want to build nuclear plants anymore because certain parts of our population are afraid of environmental impact on it. And I'm kind of a nuclear proponent just because I'm very familiar with the nuclear industry. My dad's been in it for, my entire lifetime, and I think the more you understand about nuclear, you realize just how safe it is here in the United States. Now, do other countries run it as safe, like Russia? No. My dad, I remember when Chernobyl happened, all I heard from my dad for months, even years on end, was how criminal that place was in the way that they handled that particular type of energy. But anyways, those are just my thoughts. I'm sorry. Bandwagon, man, it's we need more reasoned conversations that think things through, that listen to all sides instead of being dogmatic about only one way to do something, and get rid of the money behind things and make decisions because they're good decisions as opposed to who has the dollars to promote it. Yep, that's my thoughts on that. Those are my thoughts. But reasonable doesn't always come into play here in the United States. But we're not the only place that doesn't come into play either. We are not the only place in the world that has bizarre decision-making processes that don't make sense. Okay, awesome. This mountain is slowly getting smaller. Yeah, okay. Meltdowns can happen, Well, but see, yeah, they use bad core mechanics as well as other countries did the same to save money. But that's what my dad says is criminal. If you pulled all the cores and then put them in, it would crack the core bits and blow the reactor. Yes, definitely. And that's some of the stuff of what my father says is criminal. Also their safety systems were not up to par as well, And what people don't understand about nuclear is that we have so many regulations in the United States. The likelihood of any of that happening is so minuscule. You're more likely to get hit by a bus or a car, or should I say more likely to get hit by a plane falling into your neighborhood. Possible, but unlikely, and unfortunately, nuclear in our country has been sidelined because of the voices that really don't get it, have, a bigger voice than reason, And I'm not saying we need to have nuclear power plants built all over the place. I'm saying, if we really want electricity to be a domineering force to trade cars out and to run buses and everything, you got to have a backbone that's going to be able to produce enough electricity to do that. Yes, those are lots of the reasons why the United States has a much better set of systems. For sure. I agree with you, Master Braid. And, and part of that's because, we do have certain people that want us to make sure that stuff is built safe, and they want to have regulations on the way we do things, especially with the technology that could be so destructive and dangerous, But yeah, like to me, it's just the dichotomy of you know, if you want something, you need to think about it all. Like if you want everybody to run electric vehicles, and there's nothing wrong with that, you have to have an energy grid that's strong enough that's going to be able to allow for the continual charging of those vehicles on a large impact. And that means you got to have plants that can handle that can put enough energy in the system so that you can actually be able to charge those batteries so that those electric vehicles will be able to do what you need them to do. And so it's a big thing. Yep. You watch the HBO show in Chernobyl and they didn't do justice. Yes, they did. They did. In fact, my dad, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Unfortunately, with a lot of press out there, they don't really give you the full story as to why, you know. And unless you really dig into it, you know, you're not going to understand that, you know. Yeah. But hey, you know what? That's the world we live in. That's the world we live in, you know. And it's unfortunate. And I do agree. I think the electric vehicles are the future, but a lot of those other questions I brought up have to be answered before, you know, they can become the future, you know. And I'm still holding out hope for other things like hydrogen fuel cells, you know, and those types of systems, because I think those do have a place in us eventually getting to a very low impact with our energy on the environment and everything. And you can't just go one way and thinking, yeah, if we put up enough you know, windmills, we should be good. Well, you can put up all the windmills you're not going to have enough energy to do what we need to do, you know, unfortunately. You know. But if we do a balanced energy plan and we start thinking about ways, and we encourage those companies that do run coal and oil-based things, and you help and you plan with them and find ways that they can reinvest their profits into other plants so that they can, you know, turn the corner into more green style energy. That's the way to do it, you know. That's the way to do it. Hey, Zenga is in the house. Very good. We've been talking about all sorts of scientifically fun stuff today, Zenga. How have you been today? It's what? It's like in the evening, right? It's almost about midnight. You've been up. You must be up late, Zenga. I've been having a good day myself. Been very nice Sunday afternoon. I've been doing a lot of laundry today. I've got some T-shirts I got to go pull out of the washer and throw in the dryer. I've got a load of T-shirts I got to go pull out and do that. Grinding. Yeah, I figured it was pretty late where you're at. Grinding some WoW. Good. Have you had any luck with that? Have you been getting that level that you were looking for yesterday? You're trying to like do some level advancement, as I recall. Okay, very good. Looks like we're almost there. Been lucky. Good. That's nice. Got 3 epics today. Well, good for you. Very nice. Very good, Zenga. Let's drop off some stone. Ooh. Nice. Me, I'm tearing down a mountain right now so that I can build my big fortress. Okay, you are retired, and we'll get you out next. Okay. Now it's time to dig some cobble up. Woo! Your classic WoW is maxed out at the moment. Nice. Means you've been pretty busy. Yeah, you got to buy the updates for WoW, don't you? Like when they release a new world or a new part of the area, you got to buy that, as I recall. Yeah. Interesting. I'm not that familiar with WoW, but I think that's the way it works. I could be wrong. Oh, I love that double jump. I love beacons. Beacon effects are so awesome. Ah, your expansion, yes. And you need one retail. Ah, Mr. Doll. How are you doing, Tim? Fantastic. For classic, it should not require... okay, I get it. Even though you have all of them, you do? Yeah. Well, I think you were telling me that you watched your dad play back in the day, so that would not surprise me if you have all the WoW you could ever want. Very nice. Okay, let's do... Whoops. Finishing off this mountain here. Very cool. Ah, nice. Well, awesome to see you guys on the stream today. Hopefully you guys have been having a great Sunday afternoon. Mine has been pretty good. I've just been chilling. Having a good old time. And my mountain is getting smaller every moment. Loving this. Okay. Like we're almost down. Yeah, we're getting there. Good thing about this, I'm going to have a ton of stone. Maybe I should make a stone shop. I might need all the materials, though. Tell you what, this is the way to mine. This is the way to mine. I love beacon effects. They are fantastic. How could I ever... I mean, yeah, I look at those old Minecraft videos, like back before you had beacons and stuff like that, and I'm just amazed at how much mining they did at just regular old mining. Yeah. You should make food in around an hour? Well, good for you, Zenga. I wonder what my wife's gonna make. My wife, she decided to she made food today for lunch. It was pretty cool. Yep, you woke up at 5:30? Zenga. Yeah, she made some Thai ground chicken. So it had a really nice ginger flavor to it, and we made some like Thai chicken tacos out of it. It was pretty good. Some corn tortillas, some fresh bell peppers, sautéed onions. Yeah, it was pretty nice. It was pretty good. I was really proud of her. Did something different. It was really good. You're gonna make some classic spaghetti. Yes, you can't beat classic spaghetti. I don't think you can. Of course, whoops, there we go, right up to where I need to be. Thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and get all this loaded down. Yep, we're on chest number 6 now. Chest number 6. I wonder how many chests I'm finally going to fill up by the time I am done with this mess over here. This is kind of like an 8-bit kid project. She likes to tear down things. She likes to do a lot of clear cutting. Me, I don't like messing with the environment so much, so I try to leave it as much as I can. But this particular thing, I do have to get out of the way for me to get my vision of my mountain fortress. So I got to finish tearing this out of the way, and we're definitely going to turn this into ocean. Okay, now it's not too hard. It's just going to take some time. Yep, just going to take some time. I'll tell you what, though, if I was doing this without a beacon, I would be sad. I would be sad. I wouldn't even be halfway done with this if I didn't have my beacon. Yeah. Beacon for the win. Yes, sirree. Very, very good. Use TNT for faster. Yeah, but see, I don't know. There's a give and take for the TNT. You can depending on how you do your TNT stuff, you can definitely get it done fairly quick. But the problem with, especially when you get lower down, you can tear up things you don't want to get torn up unless you're being very exact. I don't know. This works pretty good. I've gone a ton of this, plus I've gotten all the materials, and that's one of the things I wanted to get for sure is I wanted to make sure I got all of the blocks. I did not want to miss any of these building materials because I know there's a good chance I'm going to be using a lot of these building materials. Yep. Your TNT skills are good. Well, that's great. Plus, here's another thing. I would need a whole lot more gunpowder. I would need a ton more gunpowder, and I would also need a lot more sand too. And I don't want to go digging for sand. So either way, I'm digging for stuff. I would just be digging for different reasons. Yeah. Honestly, this works pretty good. I'm getting a lot done. I got my beacon, and it's giving me something fun to do while I stream. And it's good times. Yep. Yeah, and then I just don't have enough gunpowder to do a whole bunch of TNT. TNT is kind of expensive when you look at it. Wow, I have already almost blown through a second pickaxe. That has gone by pretty quick. We'll have to go and get these all done up again. Whew, that's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and drop off all this cobble. Well, health is kind of low. Let's go ahead and do that. Wait, can't you trade for sand? No, I don't think you can trade for sand. You can trade them sand. I think they'll take sand, but I don't think you can get sand out of them. You cannot trade for sand that I'm familiar with. Neither can you trade for... neither can you really trade for gunpowder either. Usually what most of my trades are for, they're for clay. That's one of the reasons why I got all those guys. But I don't think you can trade for sand. I'm pretty sure you can't. And glass. Those are the two big trades I use the most. It's one, glass. You can, I hate having to go get sand for glass. And then the other one is clay. Well, I hate, or should I bricks, should I say? I hate finding clay. So being able to get bricks out of my guys, yeah, that's what I trade for. I trade for bricks out of my traders. Is really good. But I don't think you can trade sand. I think you have to go out and just dig the sand up. I think you're stuck doing that. Fortunately, sand is not a, what do you call it? A renewable trade, I don't believe. I do not believe it is. Okay, I got to stop with my pickaxe because my pickaxe is low. Okay, we're going to go charge up the pickaxes. That's what we got to do. Is this pickaxe? Yes, efficiency 5. Okay, very good. Wow, it's already 2.5 hours into the stream. Having a great time. Thank you so much, Master Wraith, for hanging out and talking stuff with me. Really enjoyed that. Really did. Thank you very much. We get sand from chickens. From chickens? Oh, well, yeah. Yes. Okay, yeah. If you're using the chicken mod, yes, you can get sand from chickens. Not in vanilla. Not in vanilla. You can trade 1 emerald for 8 sand. Oh, yeah, but I don't know if that would really put me in that much better shape. Which villager, Zenga? Which villager can you get the sand from? Yeah, well, it's not a great trade. No, it's not. You know. But if you have a pretty good, let me out. Wandering trader. Oh, you have to. Well, see, there you go, Zenga. See, first you have to hopefully find a wandering trader that has the sand trade. Okay, and that's kind of a problem in itself most of the time. Okay, 1, you got to have a wandering trader show up. 2, he has to have the sand trade. 3, you have to keep him around long enough so that he can reset his trade multiple times, because otherwise he won't give you very much on that first set of trades. Yeah, well, the wandering trader is not really a good option for lots of stuff. Oh, they show up all the time. They do, but they don't all have the they don't all have that particular trade, and usually they have a limit of how much they'll trade to you. So it's really not that advantageous. What I really wished is we had something like the piglin where I could trade them stuff that I don't use, like gold, and get a whole bunch of sand out of them. You know. Yeah, 8 times. Well, that's not that many. You know, so 8 times 8, so you get a stack of sand basically out of him before his trade locks. And I don't know if wandering traders ever unlock their trades. Okay, let's see here. Awesome. Hey, good. Everything's still working. Let's go ahead and let's get my pickaxes back to working shape again. First you, sir. Okay. Now, things that would make this go by faster is if I actually had more than just 2 of these pickaxes. I do have some diamond pickaxes, so maybe I could go ahead and do those, and then I could run multiple pickaxes. Yeah, 1 stack of sand per trader. Yeah, because I don't think they ever reset their trades once you've traded them. Cleric buys gold ingots. Yes, they do. Clerics do buy gold ingots, but they don't give you sand for it. They give you emeralds. And honestly, I get, you know, I think my melon and pumpkin trades get me more emeralds quicker. Or if I really need them, I can go trade paper to my, if I really need a lot of emeralds really quick, I can go get the paper and do the paper trades to my, what do you call those guys? Yeah, my magicians, my librarians, yes. Oh yeah, well see, I trade gold to the piglins because the piglins give you all sorts of cool things by trading gold to them. Yeah. So yeah, see, I don't know if you know this, but in this gold farm, you know, as I get gold here, is I go ahead and send it down to a piglin, and it's an automatic trading system. So the piglin's constantly trading me gold for a variety of different things, and it's pretty awesome. Like for instance, I get soul sand from him. I get well, actually, in this version, we're about to lose it in this version, but I got soul sand from him. I get obsidian. I get fire charges. I get potions of fire resistance. I get soul speed books. I get iron nuggets. I get a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, it is. Let me show. I'll show it to you here in a second after I get these pickaxes going. But it's super good, and you know, if you just let it run while you're up here getting gold and recharging your equipment, it's actually a really awesome system. You know, and what I'm so excited about 1.16.2 is that they'll start trading you blackstone, and that's what I'm super excited about, because blackstone is a pain to get. But I use it, I've been using it in so many of my builds, I need a quicker way to get blackstone. Okay, see you, Zenga. You go get some food. You have a good time. I'm going to keep working my system here. Come on. Come on, guys. There we go. Now they're coming down. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Look at all those piggins coming down. All those zombie piglins. Very, very nice. Just a few more. Yeah. More. I see you up there. Okay, let's go down and kill him. Yes, so this pickaxe will be ready. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and get this one ready to go in case. Actually, no. That one there and this one ready to swap out. That way when we... Okay. Let me put my sword back in the right spot. We'll put that pickaxe back. Let's go ahead and get rid of this stuff. I just want it to be sorted into the system. Okay. No, I don't want your sword. Jeez. Okay. Oh, no, man. That's terrible. No sword. Very good. Okay, awesome. So let's go ahead and finish repairing our pickaxe. By the way, guys, chat is wide open, so if you want to hop in and chat about stuff, go for it. Love to hear from you guys. Been having a fantastic conversation this afternoon with Master of Wraith. We've been talking about energy and all sorts of neat things about binary code. He's a binary programmer, really interesting guy. And obviously, you know, been tearing down a mountain. Yes, been tearing down a mountain. It's been awesome to see some faces I haven't seen for a while. Full Metal, thank you for hopping in and stopping in chat. Mr. Dahl, Tim, thank you for that. And of course, it's always a happy day when Zenga comes in and says hi. Okay, let's finish getting this pickaxe done, okay? Come on, just a little bit more, just a little bit more. Okay, back up, and here we are. Just here to lurk. You lurk as much as you want. I'm just enjoying my afternoon. Because after I'm done this, I'm finishing my laundry. So I've got like another 3 loads of laundry to do. I've got to do another load of t-shirts. I have 2 loads of pants to finish up. I've got to fold it all and put it away. Yeah, so, yeah. It'll be good. Then I'm back at school tomorrow. Hoping everything will go smooth. So we can go ahead and get started. Looking forward to that. You know? Let's see here. Who's online? Yeah, everybody's online. Good times. Okay, let's chop a few more of these big guys out. Nice. Okay. Let's go up. Bring another group down. You know, too bad elevators are kind of hard to build. Because it'd be great if I could stand there and then have an elevator just pull me up. You know, I wonder, I guess what I could do is I could do a minecart elevator, take the ladder out, do a minecart elevator, and then when I'm ready to go up, I just click, go up, and then when I'm down, shift all the way back down. That might be the way to go. I haven't done a minecart elevator in a long time. That could be the way to go, because then I could get rid of the ladder and I don't have to, and then I don't do that, and I can just set it up above me. That would be smooth. That's an upgrade path for sure. Or I could just go down into the lower nether and finish putting away all that stuff. Okay, we are good now with pickaxes, so let's go ahead and put that back there, and let's go ahead and feed some more gold down to our gold guy. Okay, so basically, what do I do is I convert all of my swords into nuggets. Okay, and then I take my nuggets as such, right? And then what we do is we turn them into bars, because that's what our piglin guy likes. He likes bars. And then we throw him the bars. Boom. And that's what keeps him happy, is he loves to trade for bars. You know, I think that's all my nuggets, right? Let me get, yeah, I have 55 more of these here. Let's go ahead and get some more nuggets out of those. Very good. And I'll just go ahead and lay that back in there. And we'll throw a couple more stacks of bars down in here. Awesome. And see, those go down to a hopper, which is continually feeding my guy. What's wrong over here? Ah, another one of these. Okay. What's wrong over here? None. Good. Awesome. Let's go ahead and put that over there. Very good. So now let's go down and take a look. So basically, if you aren't familiar with how this works, you know what, guys? I have to run real quick. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, sorry about that. Boy, fantastic. Okay, back to what we were doing. Okay, let's see how my trade. See, it pitches him a piece of gold. Is he out? Let's see. Let's make sure. Yep, I gotta reset it because he's out. Okay, let's give him a gold bar, and there we go. Now he's back in business. Yeah, because I think we were out of gold. There we go. We'll put the gold back in here. There we go. So yeah, all that gold finally drizzled in here. So there we go. There we go. It'll just take a little bit for it to fill in. Huh, nice, nice, nice. Okay. Ah, very, very good. Okay, and so basically we're getting all the goodies here from him. Check it out. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of storage here, and I'll show you all the stuff you can get from trading to these guys. First off, you can get gravel, okay? And you can get soul sand. So soul sand and gravel, those are really a couple of awesome things that you can get from these guys in trade, you know? So soul sand and gravel. So for instance, let's pull out the gravel and the soul sand, okay? Very good. And there was some more, there's some gravel there, awesome. And there's some soul sand, some gravel, some soul sand, some gravel, soul sand, gravel. Yeah, already filled up. Now, I've been keeping what we've been gotten so far. So we've already gotten a ton of soul sand out of them. Check all that out. And look at all the gravel. So, boom. That's what I love about the Piglin trading system is you can get all this stuff out of them once you get a little trade. Now, you could just trade them individually for stuff, but I find making this farm is a lot more fun because then they can just do it automatically while you come here during the day. You can also get obsidian. So let's go ahead and collect all the obsidian as well, and crying obsidian. You can craft a couple things with crying obsidian, but other than that, I haven't found a big use for the crying obsidian yet, you know. And we'll go ahead and grab the rest of this other stuff. So you get a whole bunch of random stuff, but it's such good stuff, you know. And I mean, you could, like, I have this farm going on a very small scale, you know. So What you're seeing is a really small scale of what this farm will do. Okay, nether bricks. Yep. So, for instance, we can go ahead and gather all the leather. Let's grab all the leather, and I'm not sure why they give you string, but hey, what you gonna say, right? So, grab all the leather and the string. Boom. I'm just sorting it all out. Leather and string, and leather, tons of string, right? As if I already don't have a string farm, right? And just like that, I've almost got a double chest of primarily leather and string. Now, some of the things I don't find a lot of use for the splash fire resistance potions, but I do find a lot of use for regular fire resistance potions. Those are pretty good. You get a lot of soul speed 1 and 2 and 3, but what I really like is the glowstone, because I hate having to go find glowstone. And unfortunately, they're taking glowstone away from their trades in 16.2. So I'm letting this run. I'm trying to get as much glowstone out as I possibly can, because to me, glowstone, that is like one of the best things in these trades from these guys is the glowstone. The glowstone is absolutely phenomenal. I love the glowstone trade. Unfortunately, in 1.16.2, they've taken glowstone out. Oh yeah, sad day, sad day. They've taken glowstone out of the trades. It's kind of funny how certain things will fall in, certain things won't. Let's see here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and sort these back up in here. Yep, and more obsidian right there. Now, what do I want to grab? Well, actually, I don't really need to grab anything, but another thing that I really like is the nether quartz. This just gives you another way to get quartz without having to go out and mine it. It's really I think it's absolutely fabulous. You don't have to go mine this quartz, And let's just make it into quartz blocks. Takes up a lot less space. We'll put it in here in the bottom of this one here. So there's our quartz blocks that we're getting. So anyways, great trading tip. He's still up there trading, and great tool. It's a pretty easy farm to make. There's lots of versions out there, and if you have a lot of gold, if you make it where you're producing a ton of gold and get multiple guys trading, it becomes super fast. I think that works pretty well for my simple system, my simple taste right here. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay, let's go ahead and let's get back to the mountain, see if we can't finish this thing off. There we are. Bam. And like I said, the only thing that I'm really missing is I really need to get some way to get blackstone. But that's one of the nice things about the updates, 1.6.2. You lose the glowstone, but you get blackstone. Yeah. Yeah, look at all that. We still have a ton to do to tear this thing down. We could make a fortress one here, but I think I'd rather that be just the fortress right there, and maybe have a cave that comes in where you can bring your ships in. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Or an alcove that's something you can shut down. I don't know. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Let's do some more destroying here. We still got a few minutes left in the stream. Let's see how far we can get this mountain reduced to before stream is up today. Awesome, awesome. Thanks everybody for hanging out today. I do appreciate hanging with you. This is awesome stuff here. Let's keep going here. Let's go ahead and get this mountain done. Yeah, I love my beacon. Oh yeah. I need to go ahead and get another. I need to get at least 3 more beacons. That way I can just make a full beacon every time I need to. Yeah. Yeah, one of the things I missed from last season is, for some reason last season we had a bug on the server. I'm not sure why it was like this, but every time I fought a wither, it gave me 2 stars. Every time I beat a wither, it gave me 2 stars. So I had tons of extra beacons last season. It was really kind of nice. Not so much this season, so we're gonna have to go there. Now, wither skeleton farms are a lot easier to build in 1.16, so I think that's something I definitely want to do. We decided we're not going to be changing the server for a while, by the way, because there's so much in it and such a variety of mods. If we add more into it, it'll be after the world is built up very well and we've gone through the whole mod list. That sounds good, Master Wraith. I got to find the time to get on there and actually dig into some of that stuff. That's part of my trouble right now, is I'm so zapped for time, you know. And I don't want to skip my Let's Plays in this world, because I really enjoy them, and the project that I got working on right now, I'm pretty excited about. So I don't want to miss time for this, you know. So, but yeah, I'm gonna find some time to get on there. It's just like a lot of the modded stuff. I got to figure out how to do it, you know. I got to figure out where to start with, you know. And right now, it's just been hard to find the time to sit down and just be able to hop onto the server. And then it changed a couple times, so I was like holding back to try to see if you guys would settle down, you know, as far as a set of the mods. Are any of you guys like going to use it for content or anything? Kind of curious. Are any of you guys going to use that server for content? We had several wizard mods, okay, because we all play 101, yeah. Yeah, I got to do my normal stuff and get ready for school, so I know I'm going to be pretty busy. For sure, for sure. And I've got to figure out, I guess the big thing is I got to figure out what time I'm going to be able to leave the school and still get all my school stuff done. Because I want to work this year a little bit differently than I used to. You know, like usually what I would do is I'd stay till all hours at school, you know, and come home tired, you know, and because, you know, I tend to be a workaholic sometimes, taking care of things that need to get done. And so I'm trying to figure out, you know, how long it's going to take for me to get stuff done so I can get home at a decent time. Because once I get home, I want to start doing my content creation, and I got to balance that out as well. So it's a learning curve this season. You started a YT channel for Minecraft content and other content we all work together on. Okay, that's interesting. That's cool. That's neat. That sounds pretty cool. Hopefully you guys will get some good traction with that. That'd be pretty neat. Be pretty neat. Okay, let's see here. Let's get moving here. Well, I can tell it's the last 10 minutes of my stream because I'm starting to breathe a little bit more. I'm having to think about what I'm doing. Yeah. One of these days I'm going to have to go for like a 12-hour stream or something just to see what it's like. Because if I can handle a 12-hour stream, then I think I could probably work my way up to a 24-hour stream. That could be interesting, you know. But I gotta make sure I pick the right weekend, the right time frame, you know, stock myself with the right amount of snacks, you know, and stuff to do. Make sure I have a nice project that will keep me busy the entire time. I do want to try that. I think it'd be kind of fun and interesting to do, for sure, you know. Trust you? Oh, I expect it would take a lot out of you, for sure, you know. I think my longest stream that I've done, I think it was about 9 hours is when I opened up this server and we had our first we had our kickoff day for the new season. Started at 3 and I don't think I finished till really late that night when I finally got off the stream. I just kept playing because it's fun, you know how it is when you start a new world and everything's fresh and you're trying to take care of all those necessities at the beginning and get in there and do your mining and do some building and get a starter house going. Yeah, that was a fun stream. Had a ton of fun on that day. So yeah, that's probably about the longest stream I've done. I try to pace myself. I don't want to put myself on for longer than I think I have content for or time for. So it's one of those things. But I think it'd be a lot of fun to try that. Here we go. Let's go this way. Oh my goodness, it looks like I'm probably going to have at least another 2 chests. This thing's going to be quite the materials off of this. Let's just go ahead and put 2 more chests there. Happy I have all those chests on. I didn't have to go make any. I already had them. Yes. Yeah, the farther down we go, the more stuff there is to mine. Very good. Okay, awesome. Very cool. Okay, so let's get going. Let's go ahead and get this all torn out. Scurzy, where is he? Still going at it. Yeah, I've got this mountain to tear down, Scurzy. So hopefully this week, well, there's 3 projects. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do. I do want to start building the towers for each one of the domes, or the towers. But I also need to get after the, I also need to go ahead and make a dark oak farm, because I know I'm going to need dark oak wood. Dark oak wood's pretty useful to me. And so that's the only wood I don't have right now. And I know before I open my wood shop on our server shopping area, I need to make sure I have a source of dark wood. So I got to do that. I think that's probably going to be my project this week, is make a dark oak farm so that I can go ahead and open up my wood shop. Yeah, my wood shop. That's what I got to do. Okay, let's tear this stuff down. Very nice. We are moving quite along here. Nice. Okay. And like that. Yeah, this area is up higher. So we're gonna need to stair step it down as we go into the ocean here. Okay. Whew. Very, very nice. Starting school on 31st. Good. College? Too bad is online, though, at the beginning of COVID. Yeah, so your college decided to go mostly online? Well, I think that's probably a safe thing to do. I mean, we start in-phase school this week on the 19th, so it should be pretty interesting. Hopefully everything goes well for you. Yeah, I got right now out of my... See, usually I get about 130 students a year. And right now, out of my 130 students, about 50 of them, 52 or 54 of them are going to be online this year. So it's going to be really different for me. So I'm going to be teaching 2 sections that are just online students, and then I'm going to be teaching the rest, which will be actually in school. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think the real challenge for us will be, is making sure that the teachers are safe, because if some students get it, or if it spreads around a little bit, that's kind of something that's going to happen, unfortunately, but it is something that's going to happen. The bigger deal is if we have a bunch of teachers out and we don't have the ability to cover for them. That I think is probably the bigger deal, is if we do get a lot of teachers that end up contracting the virus and they end up being out for a significant period of time. That would probably give us the bigger challenge of being able to run school effectively. Oh, come on. Yeah, there we go. Let me out. No, it won't let me up that far. Okay, very good. Jump boost. There we are. But, I think it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't seen... I had some students in summer school, but that's not the same thing as a regular year. So I'm really looking forward to getting my full classes again and having fun and being able to do all the stuff that I like to do in the classroom and stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be good. College isn't your biggest worry? Sort of excited since I got it. You got a vehicle of your own. Good for you, Scurzy. That's nice. I remember when I got my first vehicle. That was a great day. Absolutely. Your sister is always free to drive me, but time has changed and I need to get a vehicle. Yeah, I get that. Can't wait for college to be in person again so I can show off. I'm sure you don't, Scurzy. Absolutely. Good for you. Well, great. Yeah, I understand that stress. You don't want to be a burden. It'd be a lot easier if you could get yourself going where you need to go and everything. I agree with that, for sure. Well, fantastic. So happy you decided to stop back in again before the stream was out. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and knock some more of this. Yeah, tearing down a mountain, it is what it is. Yeah. Maybe next time I tear one down, we'll go ahead and get a whole bunch of TNT, like Zangle is saying, and we'll go ahead and TNT the mountain down instead of just digging it out. I don't know. Digging it out's not too bad of a deal. It just takes time. Oh my goodness, it looks like I'm going to have a whole bunch of granite here. Check out this big spot of granite we just had. This thing's huge. That is a ton of granite. Fantastic. Yeah, another thing about doing this, I'll get all the resources too. You got to have those resources. If you're going to do a big build, you got to have the resources. And stone is probably easily the most used resource on any server. Unless you're trying to build with a ton of concrete, but unless you're doing like really modern building styles, concrete, You know, I mean, or doing a lot of pixel, or doing some, I don't know, pixel arts. I don't know. I think wool's still a lot cheaper than concrete goes in that regard. You know. Okay, I gotta start thinking about what I'm going to do with this hill up here. I think I'm just going to make it a straight drop down. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Gotta think about that for sure. Okay, Scurzy. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, you know, having that beacon is awesome. You have a great day. Thanks for stopping in. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my stream. I'm going to knock down as much of this mountain as I possibly can, you know. And then I've got to start thinking about doing my laundry. Oh, I don't want to do my laundry. Oh, I so hate doing laundry. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, goodness, we need to go ahead and get rid of some of the stuff so that we can collect all the goodies down there. Okay. Looks like we're going to be collecting blocks this time down, so let's sweep one down. Ooh, look at all the goodies. Let's pick them all up. Very good. Okay. Yeah, mining does, you know, work on your hunger, doesn't it? Very good. Yes, there we go. Let's just let's be consistent. Let's just go straight and turn, straight and turn, straight and turn. Nice. So I'm super excited. So what have we done on this stream? What have we gone down? We did a lot of planning, guys, and I think the planning is going to be fabulous. So we've got plans for our main base now. What am I planning on building? Well, Tim, you must have missed that part of that was earlier in the stream. Let me gather up all these blocks and I'll show you. So if you look up there, you see I've got all this nether rack marking things up here. I finally figured out how I want to build my main fortress. You know, I've been trying to think of what style or what type of building I want to do, and I've had a hard time trying to narrow it down. But I finally thought back to something that Mr. Orange challenged me to do a few streams back was to make a dome builder, you know. So I said, okay, that sounds good. And so then I thought, hey, what if I had multiple domes in this fortress, okay, when I can use the domes for multiple things. So what I did is up on the mountain, you'll see them. I got one there, and one just at the edge there. Those are going to be my big dome structures that will be part of the mountain coming up, and they're going to have huge glass domes on it. In fact, one of them we're going to turn into a astronomy building, so we're going to have a big telescope coming out of it, and that's going to be the idea behind that one. Another one, it's going to be a grand entrance hall for the other side, and the other one is going to be part of a guard area, and we might even have some more. I also place these smaller towers, which those are going to go up, and they're going to have like a peak type of tower on it. And I think those are going to look pretty cool too. So we're going to have all those going on. And so now that I've kind of got the placement for them, I was of the conundrum. Okay, so if this mountain is going to be my main fortress, you know, what I wanted to be straight up to the sea. So I had this little mountain down here, and that's why I'm tearing up this little mountain, is because I want my big mountain, okay? I want my big mountain right here to be right at the ocean. So we're tearing up this little mountain so that we can fill that in with ocean, so that my big mountain is going to be my main fortress. And there are where the 3 domes are going to be. I'm going to have towers spread around. Like if you go on this side, we're going to have towers on this side. So we've already got a few of them that I've already placed. I'll probably place a few more. And then I also took some time to mark where I'm going to put the dam. So I'm going to have a dam right here. And this dam is going to fill in this whole valley. So we're going to have a big man-made lake in this valley in which we're going to get some sort of, what do you call that? I don't have a chest on me. Oh, no. Okay. I ran out of rockets. You know, so this whole valley is going to be filled with a big lake, and that's also going to provide another border for my area. Not to mention, it's going to be powered. It's going to give me, well, we're going to use the dam to be a hydroelectric energy source for the area, lore-wise speaking, yeah, as far as making up a story. Okay, yeah, and there's no rockets down here, nor chests, so we're going to have to run back to get some rockets. Ah, yes. So that's kind of what I've been doing, is we've been laying down the foundation for that particular build. That way we can start working on the fortress, because that's something I've been wanting to do, but I just haven't had an idea of how I want to do it yet. And so I'm pretty excited about that. That's going to be a massive build. But first, before we do that, I need to get rid of that mountain in front, and I need to go ahead and fill in the ocean there. I also need to go ahead and build a dark oak tree farm so that I can build, so I can make my, so I can build my log business over there on the main server, on the what do you call it? Yeah, the commerce area, yeah, or commercial district. So I got to do that. So yeah, I've got lots of things. So this week I'm probably, where are my rockets? There are some rockets. Okay. So this week, probably the first focus is to build a dark oak logging farm, and then build my logging shop in the district. And then what that's going to do is that's going to, well, that's just something I need to get done. But then we'll be able to get up here and finish and start to work on the major projects. So today was kind of a planning day where I got to lay my ideas out as far as for the next project and what we're going to be building here probably for, oh, I don't know. This project might take a month or so to get done, especially with all the time that we got with school starting up and everything, and me trying to be careful that I'm not burning the candle on both ends, so to speak. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. You know, it's been one of the projects I've been wanting to start, but I haven't quite found the inspiration yet on exactly how I want it to look. But thanks to Mr. Orange Face, I got some great ideas now, and I'm super stoked about it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do on the inside and exactly how the inside's going to look, but I definitely know how I want the outside to look. And I'm just hoping I'm going to be able to translate it that way. Yeah, I think it's going to be fun. It's definitely going to be probably the single biggest build I've done yet on any of my stuff. So I'm trying to think it through to make sure that I can get it done the way I want it to get done. So, you know, it has the feel that I want to have, you know? So that, I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking, because if I'm going to spend a lot of time on it, I want it to be cool. I want it to be something that I'm going to be proud of. It'll be fun, you know? Like last season, I made a really fun castle or keep that I thought turned out really good. And I was really, really happy with that, with all the layers. But it did take me a while. Yeah, check that out. It did take me a while to finally get to it. Yep, I actually don't mind finding caves and big things like this because that's less rock that you have to dig out. Oh yeah, less rock that I have to dig out. Very nice. Very cool. Okay, let's go ahead and get a few more of these. Wow, I can't believe it's already after 6. Fantastic. And that means I need to go do my laundry. So guys, I do appreciate everybody stopping in and hanging with me too. Thank you very much. You guys made it one heck of a great stream. It's been fantastic. We got some great plans for the fortress, so where we're going to go with that. Plus, we got a whole bunch of this mountain torn down. So definitely we'll be doing a lot more of this in the next coming weeks. Don't forget, I do stream again next Friday. I'm not sure if it'll be Minecraft again, but definitely Minecraft will be on Sunday for sure, guys. So hopefully I'll see you guys for sure next Sunday and for sure Friday. Also, Tuesday will be my regular Wizard 101 stream. So hopefully we'll see some of you guys there as well. Oh, and don't forget, we'll have some new Let's Play videos out this week on my YouTube channel, as well as any replays if you guys want to catch up to what's going on the server. So, guys, this is Kimise. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy your Sundays. Hopefully you'll have more fun than I am, because I'm getting ready to go do laundry. We'll catch you later, guys. We'll see you later. Catch you later. Bye-bye.